I should stay or be alone. Won't you make up your mind? 'Cause I'm getting tired of overthinking every move you make. And I can help you decide who you're loving now.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream, boyos. Hope you all having a wonderful, beautiful day. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back, boys. Welcome back. Mustache, please stay. Especially this side, dude. It doesn't want to stay sometimes. How y'all doing? Welcome back, boys. All of you are having a good one. We got more 5V5 1v1 duels on the way today, boys. Let's have some fun over on the EU. Hope you guys are ready. Let me hit up that one quick message. Actually, I really want to respond to this message, but I missed you, boys. I missed you guys. Hope you guys are having a great one. Who do we got in chat? We got ourselves, wow, it's Jesus username, Eli, Celtic. We got a Bowl on Cody, Chromesat. We got ourselves a Mike, 4BS. How you boys all doing? Welcome back. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. I got some coffee, dude. I haven't had coffee yet. Can you believe that part? I'm already this excited just for them duels, dude. I haven't even had coffee in my system yet. But let me also get the music up and running, dudes. Let me get the music up and running. So today is a duels day. It is a 5V5 1v1 duels day over on the EU, boys. So let's have some fun, man. Let's log on the EU servers and have some fun. Let's get it. Yo, what's up, dude? How you doing, Jacob? Maybe you're having a good one. How are you doing? How are we doing? My magnificent, dude. Magnificent. That's a hell of a word. I'm doing fantastic, Celtic. I'm doing fantabulous, my man. Hope all of you are having a good one, boys. Down spectator, dude. We got that Euro beat going for the EU, boys. You know what I mean? The pure European beats going on here, dude. Just for you, boys. Just for you. Dude, Euro beat in EU is so freaking to thousands. Honestly, literally 2K, dude. What am I doing in my life? Is it me that's out of touch? No. It's the kids that are out of touch. I'm getting old, dude. I'm getting old. I got grays everywhere. I mean, some good flavored chips. I'm ready to watch some duels. Let's go, dude. Looks like Anton XD, Alex, Jesus, wow. We got quite a, oh, Chrysler, oh. BGR looking good for duels tomorrow? I think so. I think so. Still need to do an announcement, but they seem stable. BTR servers. So yes, let's do that. Tell your friends that PTR duels tomorrow. Boys, can everybody do this? Can everybody do me a favor? Can you guys tell your friends that tomorrow is PTR duels? I'll be announcing it today, all day through the stream, that today's PTR duels. By the way, this is just changing my name. I'm gonna call you Anton, dude. I'm bad with names. If you guys have been here long enough, you know I'm terrible with names. Let's put Alex to the side. Let's do Jesus. Invite spectator match. Jesus. And Anton. Anto. I call it Anton for some reason. Here we go. Yo, how you guys all doing? Welcome back. Yo, Chrysler, yo, say hello to Chrysler, boys. By the way, tell your friends, tell everybody who's the regular duels. Tomorrow, PTR duels. Saturday duels, PTR duels. Okay, let them know. I think we'll actually make a PTR duel tomorrow. We'll try. We can't duel today because we moved raid day to Friday and we're inside heroic right now. You can't? We'll tell you, GM, you got some duels to get into, dude. Sire, heroic, easy, dude. Easy, dude. You know what's harder? Fighting against Chrysler and trying to see if you can survive even half a second. Now that's a real challenge right there. Fighting against all the boys, the best of the best of the dueling arena has to offer. Yo, we got ourselves switch. What do we got? We got ourselves first team. with, can I switch the songs, by the way? Can I, actually, no, I like the song. You can go with this one. We got ourselves what's the name? Death Striker. We'll call it Def. We got ourselves, oh my god, these Russians with Strap. We'll call it Strap. We got ourselves Beta. We'll call it Beta. We got ourselves Yandex as well as Jonas. Oh, them English letters. And Titania is going to be first up, as Yandex already setting up a bit of a flesh cut. Are we Worgen or are we human? I think it's a Worgen. I think it's a wolf in sheep's clothing. Yes, it is. As Titanius goes to go for an open, that's going to be the pet. As an unholy pet, getting the stun onto Titanius, trying to see if he can disrupt his opener. Yandex took quite a bit of bleeds as Titanius looking to get the hell out of there. And Yandex actually still living through the bleeds. Normally, Unholy DK is kind of melt by now. And Titanius trying to go for a big old convoke, landing that interrupt, and Yandex needs to go for a little bit extra value damage against Titanius, and he do it. Titanius got himself hit with a stun, not trinketing this. Gonna be A-Bomb joining the fight, extra help in hand. AMS still up for Titanius for them Thorns. Cyclone almost making it through. Titanius actually getting interrupted, and that's gonna be back-to-back yoinks. Actually, Seedbot looks like Yandex took him out. Interesting, Yandex taking a Feral out. That's something we usually see the other way around quite easily. What's up, what's up? Yo, PTR tomorrow, boys. Tell everybody PTR duels tomorrow. PTR duels Saturday. PTR duels tomorrow. We'll have you duels. Tomorrow's PTR duels. How does that sound? We got ourselves. Who is it on the enemy team? It's gonna be DW, GNI. I don't know, like what? I'm not sure how to say name. We got the big D in here, dude. Let's call him that. Big, low, Lichborn, but it's not going to be enough as Yandex backpedaled away from the big old D himself. As Strap gonna be up next. Playing that Beastmaster, but looks like a double pet. Gonna be an in-cap by D. Get himself out of that biting shot. Landing those Fist of Furies onto Strap, but he's got that pet stun on parable from behind. And DW and Strap. DW without a trinket. Strap actually still holding on to a trinket, so he's fine. That's going to be Turtle, though. Forced out by the Monk. Going to be an interrupt out of that Turtle. DW does land the Karma. Does Strap survive this long enough, though? Needs to figure out a way to live Karma. The freezing trap to slow down DW for a second. Does go out. Needs to make sure his bets are in a good position so they don't get line of sighted. What was that kick from far away, by the way? Do you see that Monk blackout kick just now? It came from a whole nother zip code. Lexi with the Strap does not have a trinket. Could be really bad for him. DW hoping to get some damage in. Might be able to get a touch of death in here. Just needs to get the guy low enough. It's going to be faint death for a second. Ring of Peace knocking the Hunter a little further back than he needs to. Hunter is going to go for them kill shots. Interrupt on the GW. Could be really bad. Does Bob the Broom. And that's going to be a touch of death. Making sure he is landing that execute onto the Hunter. Not bad at all. With Jonas running in. Arms Warrior, big Warbreaker coming down. Going to be Sharpened Blades. Does he Zerker Rage? He does Zerker Rage, but super late out of that incapacitate. Trying to see if he can port and catch up to DW. Is he going to be able to? And the Monk's Brew, extra health, and maybe Battlemaster Trinket is gone for the time being. And Jonah's just unable to connect at all. Has the big weapon ready to swing, but just couldn't make it happen. I am actually surprised he didn't immediately Zerker Rage out of it. That is a pretty big misplay. If he was not aware that he could get out of that CC. Definitely needs to write it down. Again, another in-cap. Does he have a Zerker? Looks like not this time around. Big let's look for DW. Jonas does not have a trinket anymore and pays for it. What did Jonas trinket? I actually do wonder. Don't tell me he trinketed that in-cap. No, he knows he can Zerker Rage out of it easily. Gonna be Beta together as an enhanced Shaman rolling in. Karma immediately for DW, hoping to turn that Karma around into big damage, but the Shaman got plenty of heals to follow, dude. Look at this wild man right here. Look at that big old Mohawk. It's hard to see in combat just what he looks like, but you know, Earth Elemental, both of them swinging weapons left and right, fists flying. It's so hard to see what this man looks like. Plus, he's so jittery, he sprints around. At some point, you guys will get to see what it looks like. Looks like, though, the enhancement is stepping on the toes of DW for now, though. Is still able to catch up a few heals here and there. The Monk healing is still pretty decent right now. Getting those good Vivifies out. Good self-heals available. Gonna be a Sunder. A ZW trying to make some damage happen with the images. Lexip onto Beta. Beta does have a chicken for it. Needs himself lots of healing. Does sneak in a healing surge. That's still lots of damage out of the Monk. It does take down the... Oh. Whoa! He actually had his Sling Shatter. He had his vent here. Stone thing shattered next to W. Did a bit of damage. Not enough to take him down. Big Hodge by Def though. Getting capped by the Monk. Still continuing to run. He is just still trucking along. Is Def going to be able to take him out here? So far, they've been competitors getting aggressive with DW. Big ASUS is going to be final verdicts coming through. DW does have a port away. Super low on health. Needs a lot of health recovery. Dampen harm. Needs that karma very, very soon. Going for a little bit of a boopity bop with a ring of peace. Karma in 5 seconds could be bubbled, could be blessing protection used by Def. So DW needs to make sure he has the mobility to get away from Pally, especially if he goes for that karma and gets a defensive out of him. Trying to catch up on as much health as we can, and only now is dampening rolling in, boys, as DW is rolling away from the Pala. The Paladin not mounting up against him. I would imagine extra mobility to maximize the output would be best. Hodge onto DW, no trinket, but the Paladin is at least no Seraphim, no wings. Still getting quite a bit of value damage onto the Monk, but still unable to really get him low enough where the Monk feels unsafe. Karma is still available. Zuen is back up, so DW could force a lot of cooldowns out of him. Could actually maybe use Karma to force a bubble or a bop out of Def. Looks like he's going to do it with a Zuen, and then he'll have a Karma for later. Blessing, Shield of Vengeance popping on the Monk, but it's split between the pets and Zuen. Def actually quite under a bit of pressure right now. All those images with weapons of war available. Might have a bubble coming out right now. Def, does he go defensive? No. Trying to get aggressive here, trying to finish the duel. But looks like his proc for wings didn't last too long. Karma available for DW. Hodge by the Palo, but he still might die. Wait, is he just dead to Zuen? I think the dot from Zuen was really stacking up for quite a bit. And Sean, thanks so much for becoming a member. My man, 2 months in a row. Thank you so much. Karma available for DW. Def trying to see if he can wait out until Blessing of Protection might come back. That's going to be in cap. Does he have Blessing of Protection right now? Last man standing on team 1. Can he survive it? Can he do it? Touch of death by the Monk, and this man took it for his team at the 6-minute mark. Boys, in the chat, can we get a hashtag Sean? Thanks so much, my man. Appreciate you, my dude. And now for that duel, we had ourselves quite a run with DW. Monk 1v5 came in. He saw, conquered. Only one person got to play on only one person else got to play on that team. I think it was Titanius. After Titanius, it was just the Monk came in, dude. I mean, I guess Unholy DK, right? He just spent every cooldown into the Pharaoh. So let's be honest, like it's kind of like a 4.5v1 kind of sorta, but still didn't do that bad at all. May, all right, boys. We got more boys ready for duels. Let's get him in here. First duel, dude. Hard, fast, violent. I like it. I like it. Just going at it, man. I like it. So how many are we at in EU duels? 164. Wow, that's a lot of duels over in EU, boys. One more for Ali. Ready, Crisis in my group. All right, we can get Alex in here. If maybe can get one more in Alliance, we're chilling, boys. Does he read the chat? Yes, I do. Sometimes I tried to. Monk wins and conquers. I mean, Monk's pretty good. One more for you, Ali. Yo, what's up? What's up? Anyone plays bets on a Monk? I know, right? What's up, Crypto? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good day. What's up, Talk? How you doing, my guy? Paladin or Priest? Yeah, we were at a Paladin. Didn't have a Priest today. Maybe we did have a Priest in the team. They just never really get to play him. I think it was a team Anto, right? Alrighty. Alex is ready. We'll probably throw Anto against Alex unless May gets a +1 for Alliance, and then we'll be good to go, boys, for them 5v5 1v1s. But yeah. Hashtag Sean, boys, for becoming a member 2 months in a row. My man, thank you so much, dude. It's just from meta for PvE. I think it's playable. Like a guild of mine played Destro, and you did pretty well with it. I think it has more potential in 9-1 after the nerfs and recent buffs to Affliction. We'll see how how that pans out. But the buffs to Casbolt like has a significant damage increase, man. You know what I mean? We enjoy a video. I never comment on videos, but we provide a lot of great content. Yo, Cody Nemesis, is that what it is? Coda Nemesis? Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you, my dude. Main got group. Let's go, boys. Yeah, just doing the duels. I'm trying to commentate on the duels, trying to provide a little bit of entertainment in there. So I kind of tunnel vision them, but I appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you. Looking for more Demon boys to put up some Demons 9-1 Return of Demo. Demo isn't bad right now, okay? But Demo, I would love for it to return and become a thing. That's my favorite spec of Warlock. I just like the demons, dude. I just like summoning demons, and I think they got some. Oh, hold up. Chat. There are 3 rogues on team 2. We have a rule of only 2 of each class. Rogues, assassination, subtlety play very similarly, so they might as well be same spec. Do they redo and do they go again? Do they play? Yes or no? Let them reform, drop one of the rogues. Chat, the chat will decide this one. The chat decides. No, they have to reform, or yes, let them play. Yes or no? Only 2. A yes or no. Just do yes or no. Yes or no. Yes or no. Yes, let them play, or no, let them reform. It looks like one of the rogues dropped. let's actually just reform. Let's actually just reform. Yeah, we're just gonna redo. We're just gonna redo. We're just gonna redo. No, yeah, nobody wants to see rogues, dude. Nobody wants to see rogues. No. Strict wants to see rogues. Strict, do you really want to see rogues resetting for like 3 hours straight, dude? Do you really want to see that? I don't think you do. I don't think you do. You guys, some of you guys saying yes, but I'm seeing quite a few no. Unsure. Anyone forming groups? Okay, so was it? Kreiser? We will queue you guys against someone else. Smiley face. No more than 2 rogues, 2i. And I'll put May somewhere to the side. Alex, let me know when you're ready. We'll kill you versus Anta, because his team didn't get a chance to play. Yeah, I don't think you guys want to see 3 rogues, man. It's just going to be re-stealths all day. Maybe like rogues in 9-1 where they remove that shield with stealth. They'll be chilling, but that's too many rogues, dude. Maybe if one of them was Outlaw, I would allow it, because at least Outlaw kind of sort of doesn't play re-stealth game. But yeah. Alex, let me know when you're ready, my guy, and we'll kill you, dude. Let me know when you're ready. Let me know when you are ready. We got Jesus in here, we got the boys. Do you have any add-ons, specific things to group yourselves? No, they just use a command macro. Rogue versus Rogue OP? Well, I don't care about Rogue versus Rogue. It's just, I don't want to... I don't know. I know I'm going to get complaints if I show 3 rogues at once, dude. It's going to be rogues sitting in stealth, and once they get to that duel, like... Once they get to that point where it's rogues playing against other people, like anything goes. Like if a rogue just wants to sit in stealth, like I can't stop it. I literally, there's no like, I guess what is the word? There's no command that I can use to just like get a rogue out of stealth or something, right? To just like, let's hurry this duel along. If a rogue really wants to, they'll sit in stealth for 2 hours if they wanna, right? There's nothing you can really do to stop them. Pick up the eye, sap. What are you gonna trigger sap? No, you're not. Sap. Sap. Run away. Behind the pillar. By the time 3 saps are gone, your eyes are gone. Like, and then they do it again. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I don't think you guys are gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna get more complaints of people enjoying that duel. Okay, for Outlaw, but not for other specs. So, like, Feral Druid and Boomy, in my opinion, play totally differently. 2 Pharaohs, 2 Beams in a team, I think it's fine. They play differently. Warlocks, majority of viewers actually find watching Affliction, Destruction, Demo. They're similar, but also different. So they are fine with that. Mages, also, not a lot of Arcane out there. If it's all Fire Mages, who cares? If one of them is Frost, people mostly are okay with it. Hunters are very similar, but sometimes you guys are okay. Outlaw Rogues are different than Assassin, Subtlety, who are also re-stealths and openers. You know? I just listen to the audience, man, and I give them what they want, is how I look at it. But hey, if at the time the chat decides yes, let him play or not, let him play, we just go with the chat. Twitch. What is your name? Yuko Bach? Yuko versus Christina. Christina with that Kyrian. Have you gotten Necrolord at some point? Have you tried the Lord and Savior, the Necrolord Feral, at some point? Or am I wrong? Yuko, try to go for a bit of a decimating bolt while playing as Demonology, getting quite a bit of damage to Christina. That's gonna be a big old stun to follow. I'm swapping the wrong person, I'm so sorry. Gonna be the stun, the maim, or maybe a bash onto the Tyrant as Yuko tried to see if he catch up to Christina. Christina knew who the threat was. As soon as the Tyrant joins the fight, it is not the Warlock. It is not any of the other pets except for the Tyrant. That guy is literally terrifying. His name is a Tyrant for a reason, and he'll terrorize you the whole duel. So Yuko was actually kind of screwed over on the burst. He had a nice setup. The pet sucked up all the health from the other pets. And maybe this is where Warlock in some point in the future might not want to play the one where the Tyrant gains value from other pets. Instead, you might want to go for that maybe Shadow Bolt, Demon Bolt damage build. So you don't lose as much value. Gonna be a big old Kieran setup. Biker City yet again. Uko bailing out of there as soon as he sees a Mortical as the Feral goes flying through the air. And that's why you want to go for CC chains with the Decimating Bolt. Big Demon Bolts. Actually, Yuko might be able to end it here. Could be getting Christina in the execute range. There is an execute mechanic with Demo Bolt. So that could be pretty good there. You could try to maintain the CC with the curses. Wall has been used by the Warlock, so you no longer has a big defensive. Still can summon quite a few pets. Fear back up and running, but Christina recovered a lot of health back. Yuko got that flesh cup though, able to maintain himself. If he could just get himself another setup with the Tyrant, Christina no longer has the trinket. He won't have the double fell guard for double stun, but you'll still have to be in a good position. Christina trying to be a little bit more careful with those pets. Thorn's getting used early, trying to build some calm points. Stun, and Yuka just trying to make sure he's set up on health. So this next stun, he might have to wait a little bit later for stun, but the pet, his actual main Felguard is dead. He might need to summon a new one. Trying to go for a quick summon. Bash out of Christina with a big old bite. Trying to get a quick summon. And literally can't even get a quick summon. Christina actually got the fastest bash in the West here. Big old setup. He knew where the weakness of the Warlock lied. Took down the Tyrant. Took down the Felguard. Went in and knew that he needed to go for a kick. That bash to stop the first cast was so perfect. And then he knew that, you know, his first goal is definitely going to be the pet. Unless maybe a Mortal Coil. But if he's going to go for the pet, I got to be able to interrupt it. That was a quick cast too. And he interrupted it. Going to be trying to go for a cycle versus Wipe It. Because Wipe It setting Starshard is back to back at Christina. But looks like the Boomy is going to be slowed down and damaged by a little. He does have CE. He does most likely have Convoke. Unless he's like not a Convoking Druid. Maybe he's a Kyrian Druid. But I guess it could be true here. We don't really know what his Covenant at the time is. But looks like both of them separate for a little bit. Christina wants to go out in the open, wants to get that opener, wants to get them bleeds up and running. Is that going to be the Kyrian? Getting the big old bites. Convoke coming out. That's going to be Christina. Actually, is tricking it out of that War Stomp by the Tauren Druid to interrupt the Convoke. Big old heals coming in for Wipe It. Dots have the Battle Master Trinket rolling by the looks of it. Quick roll into Christina before the dots are really set up. And Thorns are up. Christina better be a little bit careful. It has the big old mean bites already. Bash does get a big old bite and Wipe It with minimal backlash damage without Thorns trying to solve the cyclone. And Wipe It, does he have anything? Actually, maybe Christina has him on the ropes and looks like he does right through that thick bear fur. Just taking one into the next. Dude, he's just going from one Juggernaut into the other, into the next, into the next. I like it. He's really aggressive with it today, man. Really aggressive with it today. Big fan, man. Big fan. Let's switch out the mix for myself, boys. Get the duels mix rolling here. Crom gonna be up next, and Crom is a Fury Warrior. I do like some of the customizations Orc Warriors get, man. Or Warriors in general. Like the body paint and all. He literally looks like a wild man. Landing that Whirlwind to prevent Christina's opener. That's gonna be a fear onto that Kyrian setup. Christina has no trick to do anything about it. And Crom actually walked by Bloodthirst real quickly, just slightly. Still a big old bite onto this warrior. Did he have the Kyrian buff with it? Did he just have like the last second Kyrian buff? Because Crom is basically dead. Crom immediately has to trick it. Enrage Regen, maim into a root. Talk about an actual outplay. Wait, I feel like you're actually out of options. Unless you stop the throw from resetting, which is exactly what it does. Popping off full cooldowns. Does have the recklessness. So he does have the raging blows that give you movement with it. Trying to be careful with the thorns, but I don't know how careful can you really be. You need to get the rage, you need to get the ignore pain, which he delayed. He had full wreck the whole time, but he delayed it. He is playing the Venthyr Warrior, so he will be able to get a little bit also damage absorb onto Christina's damage, especially if Christina is high on health or low on health. So that's a great execute. But also kind of a, if you play aggressively, that could be a played into defensive playstyle. That's a pretty massive shield for going for the port. So he's playing Draven, big old condemns it coming in. But Crom with not much health to really work with right now. I think maybe went for a rallying cry by the looks of it. Maybe doesn't look like a Battlemaster Trinket. Normally you would get all red head to toe when you have that. Main by Christina. And Crom, does he just bleed out? Maybe? Root? Crom is getting healed from something. I don't really know what. Does it reflect for the Wrath? Which will keep Christina in combat, actually. If he didn't Wrath him, he might have actually been able to catch a clean re. Kyrian setup coming out for Christina. Could be big bites. Fear by Crom is going to be tricky for Christina. With Thorns, Crom can't even respond. Trying to go for them condemns, but there's not much you can do. You actually cannot respond. Anto is going to be up next to the Retribution Paladin. So far, Christina has had a flawless run. Actually, nothing that's stopping him at the moment. is going to be able to get some calm points. Not really hoping to stay next to Antu. It probably has a Barkskin here, but Antu has not popped. There goes the full go. There goes the full setup. And Barkskin came out. Christina's using mobility to try to see if he can create some line of sight. Is going to go for the Ursals, trying to keep Antu in place. Has a hand of freedom, but I think he does get yoinked into the Ursals. And Christina got mad mobility. Antu, he went for a Hodge really early and then started building the Holy Power in order to get a Seraphim running. So for Christina, he didn't have a trinket. That could have been really deadly, but he did go and got it burst. Look at like a burst, by the way, of Christina just with a big old bite. Anto had a little bit of a delay and bursted. Christina's kind of shown him how you want to do it. You got to stun, you got to have a go. Go immediately. Max out the damage. If you got something to build to, do it before you need to go for a stun. Anto does have a Shield of Vengeance for himself for the time being. That thing is going to pop next to Christina. Once again, Slono, a big old Seraphim available for Anto. Shield of Vengeance popping. Christina's nowhere nearby. Literally just a winning Seraphim. Seraphim in some cases can be stronger than Wings, in my opinion, dude. Wings has a little bit of ramp up to it. Seraphim, you're just doing lots of damage in the moment. Christina got himself a nice setup with Kyrian. That's going to be tricking out of Anto, out of the Cyclone. Trying to max out some kind of damage. Even though Seraphim Wings are down. And now you just burned your Blessing of Protection. Your bleed immunity. He does still have Bubble, so I guess he's not in the worst spot possible. Is going to go for Hammer Justice or Christina, but now you're out of cooldowns. The Tempest Verdicts are going to do a bit of damn, but now you're out of CDs, and Christina got the mean bites. Actually, no more Bubble for Andrew. I completely missed that, so no more immunity. That's super unfortunate. That's one thing Paladins sometimes do, is they'll burn immunity, and they'll just continue getting aggressive with somebody. They won't go for a full reset. And I feel like that's part of the playing the Paladin. No one wants to pull back, and no one wants to go all in if you got that immunity. Because Paladins defensively, I mean, you got self-healing. If you're stunned, CC'd, you can't self-heal. Shield of Vengeance, a nice absorb at times. It's nice. I think we're reduced by Mortal Strike effects too, which makes it a little tough to play with. Oh. Was that Christina's opener? Wait, did Christina trinket while opening on DW? Wait, what? I saw his... Did he pop a trinket right as he opened up on DW? Did he pop a wrong trinket? I think he used a CC breaker trinket just now. He used the medallion. Oh my god, DW is just chasing on the guy. He's trying to maximize the effort here. He got the weapons of ward and everything, trying to go for roots. And Christina just tried to see if he could bail away. Was that a scuffed opener by Christina just now? Well, I was talking about the Paladin in terms of the defenses. I guess what I was trying to say, and I should finish my sentence. You have immunities, and you should utilize it to maximum potential. As your other defenses are kind of sort of defenses, but not really. Not a lot of DRs. Big old bash onto DW. Christina trying to make some damage happen, but the karma is up. So it's actually Christina's getting quite a lot of defenses out of DW, but Christina's dropping low. One touch of death could end this duel. Can Christina maintain themselves this whole time? That's going to be a wall available for DW, increasing his own health maximum. So that's going to be allowing touch of death a lot earlier. Christina's still trying to use some ability and self-heals to maintain themselves. DW does catch him in an in-cap with Alexic. No trinket available. I think it might be over. Does have a Ring of Peace. But Christina's still alive somehow. Barkskin available at no health at all. Ursos is up. He still has no health. And DW does get yoinked back in. Does have the ability to catch up. Christina actually able to get rig rolls. DW does drag a kick over. And Christina, I think, trying to go for a bit of a restart. Do they have any ways to peel DW off? Does finally land the touch of death. Oh no. I feel like Christina's opener got messed up. I honestly think they might have used the what's the word? I think they used Christina, I think they used the medallion trinket, the medallion to break out of CC as the one to opener onto DW. Maybe they were trying to go opener and like the on-use trinket, and they might have someone must have messed up, because it looked like as they opened, they had the trinket like go on cooldown. I might have to watch back and look at it again. But check your macro. I don't know, maybe there's a macro that's causing it. Gonna be Mamaka up next as a survival hunter. Immediate trinket into Alexiup with Zuen, Fist of Fury flying. Mamaka taking quite a bit of damage though. Is playing that Necrolord. It does have the slime shield going up. That's gonna be a Feign Death real quick. Does have himself a little bit of a shield. Trying to go for a knockback on DW. Not let him go anywhere. DW is just on his tail. Is going to go for as much self-healing as possible. Turtle Shell is still available. Might have to use it here. Freeze the trap on DW. Does break out of it. It looks like he does take another kill. Right one after the other at 10 minutes mark. 36% dampener. Kurikan is up next. This is his go. No trinket for... Actually, no. Yes, trinket is available for DW. Necrolord Kitty. DW better be very, very careful with it. Has going to be bleeds have set in. I think it's over. Unless DW somehow lives it. Battlemaster Chicken get used, does give himself some borrowed health, Fist of Fury to parry Critic Cat damn, but that's gonna be Thorns. Needs to go for Veil Fights. Critic Cat needs to get aggressive, needs to stop him from casting Veil Fights so the Bleeds can do work. That's all you need to do. And DW trying to maintain his health as best possible. Literally just casting Veil Fight in his face. He's just casting Veil Fight in his face. Image is available, Lexium, Critic Cat no longer with it. Oh, what? I think the Bleeds find out Battlemaster Chicken ran out. That's what it is. Battlemaster Chicken ran out. And the Bleeds did work. Christina with them 4-0, and then DW almost making a comeback though. But at that long of a duel, 10 minutes, dampening, that's harsh. That's hard. That's a little rough, man. That's a little rough. Alrighty, boys, let's get another open running, yeah? Question for me. Can you have 3 of the same class with 1 on a different spec? It depends, right? It depends. Not a macro problem. Oh, was that just a misclick? We could go Jesus and main then. Yeah, so technically there are some specs that are gray area, like Feral Druid and Balanced Druid. I feel like they play differently enough, right? So if you have, let's say, 3 Druids, but one of them is Boomy and 2 are Feral, or if you have 4 Druids, 2 are Boomy, 2 are Feral, I'm usually okay with that. You know what I mean? Like Sub and Assassination Rogue playstyle are so similar, there might as well be one spec, but Outlaw plays outside of Stealth, so it's a little different. So if you have like 1 Assassin, 1 Subtlety, 2 Outlaws, it's a gray area. It's a real big gray area. Some people won't like it, but I really don't care that much. Yeah, 2 Boomers, 1 Feral is fine. Yeah. Like Warlocks, generally you can have 3 Warlocks if they're 1 of each spec. Most people don't really care. Like, we don't see a lot of Affliction in duels. I think people actually kind of like it. See more Warlocks. Like, if you have 3 Fire Mages, people rage. But if so as one of those mages goes Frost, people like Pog. It all depends, man. It all depends. So that's kind of how we constructed is what is fun to watch, right? I try to take a lot of the viewer suggestions of what is fun to watch, what isn't, but also I've watched a lot of these duels. And to me personally, watching 5 rogues in the South isn't fun. So we were like, okay, can't have 5 of like every same class, right? Because and then we kind of made a rule of like, let's do 2 of each class with some asterisks, but there's a lot of like lot of leeway, I guess. Hey Dal, we ready? 5-man group, we can get you Belly. Let's get Jesus and main next time. Just so we can have as many of these duels as we can, boys. And May, who'd never get to play, because he had 3 rogues. And then one of the rogues jumped ship, so like I don't even know if he was gonna play at all or whatnot. Maybe just see it immediately. Maybe his mom called him for dinner. Mom, 5 minutes! Mom, 5 minutes, I'm about to duel! I'm thinking Demon Frost Mage, Arju would be good 9-1. Yeah, that should be pretty good. That should be pretty good. Is another Horde group. If you guys don't see them, you can always make them yourselves. We got a pin over in the chat with Cred pinned up above, letting you guys how you can join duels and how you can make them yourselves. It's a very community-driven effort here in for the duels, so community basically contributes to a lot of it. The paralysis from the monk that was clean. Yeah, dude, that monk is pretty awesome, actually. I like how aggressive he is. I really like it. Some monks like really go for the back up, heal the whole time, but this man like play. Like that means that he has to play aggressive, and it's a little more like risky, but it's super enjoyable to watch. I really like that play style. Like some people play super safe just to make sure they can win. That's kind of boring to watch. But when people like go, I love that. Like even if they don't get like 1v5 clean, just watching them is enjoyable. Twitch. We got a Sassim. Oh, where's my boy? Where's my boy, Ethel? You beautiful bastard. How you doing? We got ourselves Asimo. We got ourselves Cutting God. We got ourselves also Sao. And Zevros. I like the name. Zevros the Warlock. Throwing down Immortal Coil onto Monspit. Monspit? Close enough. Monsipoo? I don't really know how to say his name. He's trying to grip the Warlock back in as he's trying to see if he might be able to roam around as a big old Nightfish. They're chucking up the Cannonball. It's going to be anti-magic zone for the DK. Fear trying to see if he can make a play. Gonna be an interrupt available for the Death Knight. Trying to stay inside of anti-magic zone as best as he can. Gonna be an interrupt under the Fear, but the Scales are gonna go through. They're gonna do quite a bit of damage. Did AMS, I think one of them, or some kind of other shield proc. I think it was a Slime Shield maybe. Got a Fear across the other corner. Oh, the line of sight Fear is so perfect. Has a Chasm line of sight. Oh, but Monspet did get out of the Fear last second, and I think he burned not Remorseless Winter. He burned a disadvantage just to get over there. Mortical, but Zevros, does he get line of sight? He does not. Oh, Monster with that Caswell just gets knocked down and held pretty low. Needs himself quite a lot of self heals if he wants to be able to survive this output of damage. Is he going to be able to? That is the question. Blind onto Zevros, has the chicken for it. Fleshcraft does have the interrupt. I guess he was trying to go for a blind into a Fleshcraft. And that's going to be Zevros taking him out with just a few casts. I think the pet can still go for interrupts even if you are CC'd as a Warlock. I could be wrong on that one. So maybe in CC'ing the pet and the cast of Fleshcraft, that probably was the better choice. You should have CC'd the pet instead. Beta, the Shaman. Oh, look at this guy. Look at this wild man. He got them tattoos. He got that Mohawk, dude. His enhancement. Big old blast from the Chain Harvest. And a Mortal Coil doesn't save Zevros. And Beta runs into the clutches of a rogue, immediately tricking out of that cheap shot. Get a shot. That's going to be a wall with Earth Elemental immediately up. And Earth Elemental goes to beat up on So. What is he doing? Yo, Priest, I'm so sorry that Earth Elemental is beating you up. Can you not kill it? Because Beta actually needs... Earth Elemental, for one, does no damage. Second, Beta gets a wall out of it. I think if the Earth Elemental dies, he loses the wall. So can you guys just not kill it? He can't control it. He actually can't control it, man. This is defensive, man. It's not taken away from him. It's an enhanced shaman. Asuma coming out with back-to-back Shadow Strikes. Big damage Beta. Is he going to be done for now? Back-to-back cheap shots. Sunder does break apart the rogue for a second. Break apart his opener. Allows Beta to at least get himself a bit of a heal. Wind strikes flying. Asuma taking a bit of damage right now, but does create some line of sight, create some distance from Beta, who needs Maelstrom in order to be able to get himself some healing going. It looks like Beta is playing the normal build of Enhanced Shaman. The Wind Fury type. Gonna be a pretty big kill for Beta out of nowhere. Those Shadow Strikes are flying through. Cheap shot. Does he survive it? Oh, so close. He also plays a Draven, so at below 40% health, he actually has a 10% DR. Which, I mean, 10% isn't a lot, but it's better than nothing. You know? Just didn't have the Maelstrom to really come back up in full health. I feel like if it started off full health, he might have been able to live the rogue opener. Gonna be Jonas up next. Disarm onto Asuma, trying to make Condemns work. And Asuma looking for the doorway shadows. Does go for an interrupt onto the rogue. And Asuma just continuing to run. Doorway shadows coming out for Jonas. Trying to see if I guess if he can get around to Asuma. But looks like the warrior just getting away from the rogue and not touching him. Didn't help much. Jonas, how are you low on health? That quickly. What? Did Asuma even hit you? I don't remember Asuma hitting you except just now with that kidney shot. What happened? Def is going to be up next though. Swapping the wrong person, so sorry. Def Striker is going to be up next. Look at that Mog, man. Look at that set. That's a Warlord's North set. Is it the full? No, it's not. It's just the shoulders. They're trying to kind of cadaver a build together. Not bad look. If this was a transmit competition, I think Def would be the winner. But since this is a duel competition, he got to go through Asuma, Cutting, So, and Afterman. That's quite a lot of dudes to go through. Dev going for a human racial immediately. Big cheap shot for Asuma. Maximizes the damage on the Dev. Hunt's going to be Hammer Justice. Seraphim available. Wings up. Asuma hoping he survives his burst. Goes for a trick at the last second with a blind on the Dev. Does he get a bubble or bop out of him? He doesn't. So Asuma is going to be allowed to keep Death Striker low in health. And most likely force out one of those defenses really early on. Definitely going to force one of them out really early. So as long as Asuma has a reset, which looks like they have a vanish, they might be okay. No more trinkets for either one. Dev does not play normal trinket. Actually goes in for Word of Glory immediately. Almost like as if he's expecting a Shadow Strike out of the rogue instead of a cheap shot. Which is very interesting. And Dev actually able to recover and maintain his health quite a bit. This Celestial's coming out for the Paladin doing okay. Kidney shot that does force a bubble. And Asuma looking for a reset. Does he need to burn advantage? Is the question he's asking himself. Do I need to burn advantage right now? Or do I just outrun the Paladin? Do I just outrun and reset? Do I go for the gateway? Do I go for the port? Does he even need to? He might not have to. Unless Dev has mobility right now. He's resetting the consecration. Couldn't catch himself a reset. Kidney shot coming out for the rogue though. And could probably go for a reset now. And let's try to see if he can get behind the pillar. Does get hit with a hand or hindrance. Could be a vanish coming out right here. Try a Door of Shadows. That's going to be an interrupt. Dev, if he has a Hammer of Justice, could be pretty good. Seraphim, Asuma might have needed to vanish earlier. If Dev got the burst, it looks like he got the procs. Oh no, holding on to that vanish. Was not a bad move by the rogue. But I feel like in the future, that's something Dev can walk away from. Just knowing to himself, you know what? Safe for play against the Paladin. Let's have a safer play. Let's have a safer play. Safe than sorry. It's just one of those things you're just trying to gauge the whole duel. Does he hit hard? Does he not hit hard? Am I okay? Should I wait out? But Dev kept him out of stealth for such a long while. It actually worked out for him pretty well. Sao going up with a hammer opener. With a big old mind games off the bat. That's going to be Shadow Crash. Shield Avengers does get to pop for the Pala. As the Pala is out of cooldowns, Blessing of Protection ain't saving you from the Shadow Priest. Let's just try to get some VTs up and running. No more interrupts available for the Pala. Sao actually... So does have the opportunity to actually just mass cast spells back to back to back if he wants to. The full PI and Void Eruption with Void Form didn't get the most value. That's going to be Hammer Justice on the MC with a full burst out of death. And so, with a Disperse, trying to see if he can survive with not a lot of health left. Oh my god, Death! He's just surprising everybody with damage, man. Atha, man, up next. Pala versus Pala with Death, no bubble. Blessing Protection, only gonna do so much for you. Atha coming in, fully fresh, refreshed. The only thing that's different between these two is Ventir versus the Kyrian. But I don't know if it'll be enough. It's gonna be a big old blind. Death has no tricking out of this blind. Atha's just having his way with it. Do you even need to be Kyrian to do that much damage? Looks like he don't. Dev does go for a little bit of a self-heal. Needs the Water Glower spam trick for Athaman with the human racial. It's gonna be Dev bailing out of his own stun as well. Blessing Protection isn't really going to help you so much against Athaman. Paladins got so much of the damage as magical and even range. Look at the distance from which they can just hit you with the final verdict. The last verdict. Big old Ashen for Atha pulsating, not letting Death hang out by the pillar. So Atha kind of needs Death to go back into that pillar if he can. Try to see if he can door shadows. Needs to kind of hurt him like a sheep. If he can just touch the Ashen, that'll be extra value for Athaman. Any amount of damage he gets out of the Ashen would be perfect. And Death just does not want to go over there. He wants to chase after Atha, and Atha's walking him into the Ashen. Is this where Death wants to be? I think Atha has done it. He has lured him in. That's just free healing and free damage for Athaman from the Ashen. Although it doesn't last super long. I wonder if the legendary for Ashen is going to be worth in PvP. It probably would be better. Might not be perfect, but it'll be better. Big old Hodge by Death, trying to go for a bit of a setup. No big go, but does get the big procs. Shield Divinity itself for Atha. Still holding on to a bubble. Death needs 2 minutes on his own blessing on his own bubble, and then he'll be good to go. It looks like Atha's just going for a little bit of a reset. It's a little bit of a standstill between the two. Atha is respecting the Kyrian Paladin. He knows the damage can just come out of nowhere, just for no reason at all. This big blast and damage, back-to-back Judgment proc. That could be just a lot. But it looks like Death maybe he's out of cooldowns for the time being. Out of the big ones just yet. Athaman maybe cooking something up. The big Ashen go was nullified basically. So both of the Pallies out in the open, slamming each other with them hammers, dude. Nobody playing the Guardian build, which I do like. Athaman tried to go for the blind setup, and Death literally can't respond. And Athaman gets it super low. Is gonna bubble, maybe hammer justice onto Death. Athaman choosing to bubble just to end this duel, get him out of here. As Yandex is the last one left on the other team. Flash Scout's available for the Death Knight of the Unholy Variety. I don't really know what you can do against the Paladin. And Athaman already has the A-bomb next to him. Slowed it down. You've already a slow pet, slowing him down even further. Could go for Turn Evil on that thing. Actually, Turn Evil on the main pet. So now Yandex actually losing out on quite a bit of the pet damage. Since the pet is CC'd. And actually losing out on the grippy hand damage since he's actually getting avoided completely. Actually ghosted by Paladin. Death is already pretty slow class, but is getting ghosted by I think even slower class. I guess it depends. That's gonna be zombie build? Wait, he's actually playing the zombie build. If Athaman isn't careful, the zombies are actually gonna run into him 10% of his health every time they hug him. And he is actually turning around, trying to see if he can slay the undeads. Trying to go for Door of Shadows on top of Yandex. The zombies are still approaching. That's going to be Flesh Scout, Shield, completely nullified. Big IBF with AMZ. The zombies are still walking at Atha. If he's not careful, they are going to hug him. 1, 2. I mean, they are doing quite a bit of damage. And that's all magic damage too. So maybe that's what Yandex is starting to go for, is the kite build with the zombos. Maybe Chain of Ice Atha, make a bunch of zombies happen, let them walk over. Atha can't eliminate the zombies any ability. They have like 5 health. Any ability will eliminate them. It's an interesting move. Blind for Athaman. Yandex did have an AMS available, so he immuned that blind. So Athaman can't really max out the damage while completely CCing Yandex. So Yandex actually did get himself a little bit of a play there. Athaman able to CC the pet as much as possible. The Zombo and the A-bomb were walking at him. Does take down the zombie. The A-bomb is still giving him a little bit of work, but the A-bomb doesn't seem to look... Actually, just killed the A-bomb. Is there anything Unholy Death I can do in PvP at this point? Like, your zombies die, your A-bombs die, and your A-bombs used to be really scary. I guess you used to have a mages build as well, but the mages did a lot of damage too, but nowadays not anymore. Big old Lichborn just trying to see if he can survive. Atheman does get stunned, actually, kind of low in health. Shield of Vengeance is up as the army of the undead is clawing at him. So Atheman did get kind of low in health. Wait, Yandex, could he somehow survive this? Maybe more zombies? Just get a couple of lucky zombies. And it looks like Atheman actually killing one of the zombies as soon as it spawns next to him. This actually could maybe be some sort of a play for Yandex. Could potentially maybe make something work. All Atheman though have to do is just put down Consecration, and those zombies will die before they reach him. Big old stun into Atham. Yandex does have quite a few shields overlapping AMS, as well as the grippy hand, as well as the flesh cap. And Atheman only with the blessing of protection. Wait, Yandex could maybe turn his run. And that's going to be Atheman taking down the pet from Yandex. Let's see someone a new one. And I think it's going to be Zombos. Continue to stun Atha. Atha trying to make some damage happen. Actually trying to go for a heal. Do zombies go through blessing of protection? They don't. They actually do not. Ashen Howler gonna nullify the zombies quite a bit. Oh, wait. Yandex actually killed Atho. Wait a second. This Unholy DK actually did it. Was Athaman rolling with a Battlemaster Trinket and he just died because Trinket timed out? Wait a second. Is this the first time we've seen Unholy DK actually defeat a meta class, or a really big PvP meta class? A stronger meta PvP class. What is that? Wait, the zombies are OP? Oh my god. BM fell off, Battlemaster. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking. But he actually played it super well. I mean, that AMS, for blinds, he was able to avoid getting blinded, getting set up. Zombies did a bit of work. That was cool. I enjoyed that one. Alrighty, boys. Let's get another up and running, yeah? Let's get next up and running. Ready when you are? Alright, we'll go Alex versus Belly, I guess. Alex versus Belly. That was so fun. No, Ath is still great, man. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think anyone expected the Zombos to do as much work as they did. They didn't really do a super amount of work, but they did okay. Sorry for the hiccup. Actually, did say sorry for hiccups? Say, I know you say I'm sorry when you burp and stuff, but or sneeze, but a hiccup, I don't know. Paladin literally outplayed. Good to see some silly worshiper with light get crushed. Oh, come on, dude. But yeah, quite a lot of you guys are probably in a situation where you walk into BG or arenas and there's a paladin two-shot in you and you're like, what gives, Blizzard? So you're like, yes, yes. Oh, man. Okay, boys. Let's get another up and running, yeah? Where is my thing? Here we go. Alrighty. Already with my pala? Oh, no. Oh, no. We're going to get more paladins. Alright. Belly and Alex. And we'll try to throw Anto against somebody. Belly Sarius. Here we go. We'll try to mix and match in you guys. The paladin... yeah? Good matchup. Let's have them in Melda DK. You thought it was happening, right? That was I hate rogue. We can't do anything. Resteal burst, resteal burst, resteal burst. Yeah. I hate when rogues will steal me, man. From Germany too. What's up, Janice? How you doing, my man? From Czech Republic. How you doing, boys? Welcome. It's just not good anymore. I didn't see it much in arena. It has some plays, but it also, I guess, has some to Demo 1 Destro. You know what? I'm okay with to Demo 1 Destro. Demonology Warlocks and Destro Warlocks are a little different. I'm okay with that, dude. That's two Warlocks, but you know what? Whenever I do my duels, and it's two Boomies and a Feral. You know, when I do my duels, you guys don't really seem to mind if it's a bunch of Warlocks and Kitty Cats and Boomies. Switch. Alright, we got a little bit of a packed group here, but you got ourselves Yomikade as a Feral, the only Feral of the group, with Wipe It as a Boomy and Lafferen as a Boomy. So that's 3 droids, but at least 2 of them are Boomies, 1 Feral. Crom on that team with Belly Sarius and yet another Fury Warrior. Oh, that's just the other team. Packed with Warlocks, washed up into Demonology with Curdy Cat as a Necrolord running out, hoping to find Wipe It. Can he do it? Looks like he won't be able to for a sec. We got ourselves Paladin God X, Pal God X, with Yuko as a Demonology, and Destro cries bad, dude. That's gonna be Curdy Cat finding Wipe It. Bartskin up immediately. Thorns are up as well, and Critty looking to get away from Wipe It. Regrowth is coming out. Try to see if he can recover from the big bleeds of Critty. It looks like Critty did go for the big bleeds. Ursol's coming up for Critty. Wipe it, trying to see if he can still waddle away from him. The bleeds are still just wrecking him. The bleeds are actually just shredding right through him still to this day. Wipe it, trying to make some damage happen. Main coming out. Does have a trinket for it. It's going to pop a trinket. And Critty, I think, is looking for another big setup. Going to be a big CE for Wipe and trying to make some damage happen. Is he going to be able to do a big combo coming out? Critty doesn't have a trinket for it. Actually didn't get lucky with that combo. That combo channeled for 2 whole seconds. Why couldn't it just be Star Surges every one of those 2 seconds? No, that's one thing I don't like about Convoke, is sometimes like some of the burst damage comes towards the later part of Convoke, sometimes it's on the early part, and it's just like super unlucky. Man, that is actually unfortunate. That is actually mad unfortunate. Like if the Boomy just got the right abilities in Convoke, that would have actually been a much closer duel, man. Laforen gonna be trying to see if he can finish the work that Wipe has started. Although Critty Cat does have the full setup here with the Necrolord. Is going to get the opener. Big old bleeds up and running. That's going to be trinket for Laforen. Trying to play defensive. Going for a bash of the Critty. Into CE, Convoke Spirits. Trying to see if his Convoke makes some sense, but it's going to be main right after. And Critty's just shut down the full burst with Laforen running around like a headless chicken. Hopefully he isn't completely aimless. Hopefully he has a plan, as I would love to see a Boomy at least stand toe-to-toe with the Pharaoh, which sometimes feels like a tall order. Gotta be Critty. Got to swarm back onto Laforen. The bleeds are rotting him down. Has a renewal. Does he use it? Doesn't use renewal. Had renewal, didn't use it. That's super unfortunate. But at that point, if you're just not pressing your buttons, man, I don't know what to say. Gonna be Belly up next versus Critty Cat. Does have play the Torment Lego. So on his wreck, he actually got a Blade Storm onto it. I actually think when I get wreck with my warrior, when I get Blade Storm while I'm wrecking, I actually cancel Blade Storm. Just because I feel like it's just not that much damage unless it's AoE. Or if you need it for CC. Because I feel like there's so many other abilities as a Fury Warrior you could do to make more damage happen. But maybe he had a setup. Trying to go for a big old Night Fae burst. That's going to be a knockdown on Critty Cat. That's trying to get a sub in the belly. And there goes the Blaze Storm, immune to whatever CC Critty was trying to set up. Trinket for the Feral Druid. Trying to see if he can get away from Belly. Got the bleed set. And Belly needs to get in melee of Critty, trying to heal whatever he can. But actually, at this low on health, can you do it? I think he's out of all defenses. Wait, Critty might just have to put bleeds, put him in a root, and just AFK and wait. You might just have to do that. Big fear for Belly, as he doesn't really have a lot of health real left. Wait, this is sticking down so quickly. Belly better make a play. Got himself a little bit of a defensive at the end. And McCready should have no issues biting through him. Or just bleeding through. Wait, Belly actually got a second chance. Wait, the bleed build just couldn't do enough damage to the seed pod. Belly actually makes a comeback for a second. Can he somehow use a second chance to make a return? As Critty got himself a bit of bleed setup. And Belly needs to get himself a charge heal or something. Anything. Rage. You have enough rage for at least something. Ignore Pain does come out. He is sticking down and bleeds. He needs himself whatever healing he can get. Whatever heals you can get right now would help you out a ton. Bloodthirst. Anything. Oh my god. Blazed him at the end. Try to make it work. But just couldn't. Yomikade as yet another Necrolord Feral Druid. Try to see if he can make his bleeds work over Critty Cat. Double stunning him. Big ol' fresh craft away, but it's going to be a skull badge by Yomi. As he has thorns up. Critty doesn't go very defensive here. He's popping the wall and everything. Just to wait him out. Ursal for Ursal. No one's going anywhere. As Critty is still under a lot of pressure. Massive Swiftman though. Was that also with the Warlock Hellstone? Most likely. He does have three Warlocks on his team. Wouldn't be surprised if he borrowed a Hellstone from at least one of them. Gonna be a Critty Cat getting set up with a big old... Oh, bleeds are set in. And Yomikade gives him a taste of his own medicine. That was a Feral at just the brink of no CDs at all. Just nothing left. Exhausted completely. And Yomikade mostly has everything. Minus maybe like Berserk. But he might have a chance at Yuki. And the rest of the Warlock gang. But Warlocks are generally taking care of the Moomies. So maybe we'll see how it works out. We'll see how it works out. Crom still needs to play on team 2, so maybe if Yomikade is nice enough, you might let him play at some point. Yuki getting interrupted on Fear. Got himself Handle Dunce coming up. There's going to be a Slime Shield. As the big old bite comes through, Yomi doesn't just have the big bleeds. He also got the mean old bites. Decimated Bolt getting set up as Yuki trying to make himself a big old play. Stun onto Yomikade with a Tyrant. Got himself big Demon Bolts. Needs to get himself even more pet damage though. And looks like Yomi is going to be able to get the hell out of there. As the full Tyrant, and now those pets are actually getting Ursold, actually controlling those pets pretty well. As Yomi caught himself a reset, trying to avoid the Felguard that's spinning. Besides that, left on what looked like the Tyrant, and then got next to Yuki. Interesting. Big old stomp and AoE for all those pets. That's a hand of Gul'dan coming out of that fear. Yomi does have the bleed set into Yuki though. Keep swapping the wrong person, I'm so sorry. Stun into Yomi Kade for a second. Fear coming out. And Yuki got the drain for at least a little bit. Thorns is up for Yomi. Might be able to deal with the pets. Might be able to put some bleeds on the Felguard. And might eventually be able to take it out. Big old Decimating Bolt flying. And it looks like Yomi is all about bailing out of there. Resetting for a second. At least for a quick second. It's going to be Yuki with a setup with a gateway. Will he even be able to use it? Big bash by Yomi Kade. Does he have a full go? He doesn't have full go, but the bleeds have set in. The dots have set in. He doesn't have the Feral Frenzy on top of it. And that probably would have ended the duel. But looks like his bleeds are pretty mean though. Big old fear, big old drain yet again as Yuki tried to survive. But the Feral Frenzy and Tiger's Fury is coming up very, very soon together. Maybe Yomi doesn't even need it. He just needs to let the dots do its work. Yuki does burn a Warlock Hellstone, so maybe this is where you go for the big go. If he just has a way to stun it. Stun onto Yomi, yes, he does go for a Skull Bash to the Yuki. Yomi wants to go for a go, it looks like. Thorns is up. Got himself full Feral Frenzy. Maim, the bleeds have set in. Yuki is just melting right now. Fleshcraft coming up, should be able to deal with the bleeds. Look at the bleeds and how fast they're melting through the Fleshcraft while Feral Frenzy was up. Like, they were just melting, just blasting it. But Yomi Kade being a Necrolord as well also gives himself a full set of shields. So he is okay for now. He just needs to find a way to get those bleeds in and prevent Yuki from getting those fears into drains, because he is getting quite a valuable amount of healing at 14% dampener. Bash onto the Warlock. Slime Shield doesn't last long at all. And Yuki, unless you have an answer here, it's gonna be over. Looks like Yomi Kade got himself the Berserk. That's a lot of combo points. He can get the big old bites back to back with those rotting bleeds. But now probably wishes he had this for Kreisbad, because that is a Destro Warlock, gonna have a little bit more snap damage available for himself. Not as good of a pet, because the pet can't stun or anything. But I guess the interrupts and being able to take off hots off of Yomi is gonna be pretty good too. Mortal Coil. Interferes, tries to get himself set up. Big old cancel ready. Yomi Kade needs to wall this immediately. Does he get a wall in between all those cats? That's a big old chaos bolt just trucking him. And a conflagrate at the end. Not even a chaos bolt. That's just a conflagrate that burned like the last 20% of his health or something. Going to be Succubus CC swapping out pet very quickly versus Crom. Crom does break out of the Succubus CC very, very early with a trinket. Actually, had to burn a trinket. You can't Zerk Rage out of it, which is, you would think it could. Going to be Kreisman uses the port with a soul shape as Crom goes for a port of his own, just trying to stay away from the warrior as best as he can. Crom does have a pet to get a lot of his rage off of, get a lot of his healing off of. So at least he's in a decent spot where he can generate resources pretty regularly, unless Kreisbad does go for a more control play with his pet. And it looks like the Succubus is sticking by him the whole time, trying to be more in control of where the pet is, trying to make sure it's hanging out next to him as much as possible. Crom is going to be able to go for first aid, add to 80% dampening. That's going to be Cataclysm almost hitting him. If Crom maybe walked to the last second, he might have been able to get a cooldown out of Kreisbad, while also not getting hit by it. Blade Storm as he charges in, interrupting the Succubus with a Mortal Coil running in the other direction immediately. And Kreisbad made some distance. Reflect is available, and Kreisbad is going to reflect one of the conflags, I think, onto himself. With the fear onto Crom, no way out of it. So actually it's going to be free Chaos Bolt. Normally warriors don't sit in fears long at all, but this man actually did almost dodge the stun. Almost dodged it. The charge already had him moving in a direction. Does play the Draven Soul Bind, so every time he ports, he gets a shield. And that's going to be also the Condemns, which give him quite a bit of resources too. He's still holding on to his big defenses though. He needs to make sure he's clean in the use of the defenses. Might have to use them early. That's going to be Battlemaster's Trinket, Rallying Cry. With a Succubus CC, as Kreisbad is just going to wait it out a second. Actually, just going to chuck a kiss button in his face. Going to be in Rage Regeneration for Crom with a Mortal Coil as Kreisbad got the CC chains. Unless Crom can get next to him right now. Oh, he just left. Oh, he just literally left. He just literally left. He just bailed out. The duel is over. He just bailed. Oh, no. Oh, Kreiser. Kreiser. I told you to beat him in a... I told you to destroy him in a duel, not destroy his, like, self-confidence. What is the Kreiser? Kreiser. I told you to defeat him in an arena, not defeat his self-worth. Oh my god. Poor guy. Crom. Oh no. Crom, you did fine. It's a hard duel, my dude. It's a hard duel. He didn't leave. He has a Battlemaster Trinket. Oh, did it die? It looked like he bailed. It looked like he literally left. I had to go review it, but it looked like he literally just like quit. Unless he just battle master ticket fell off and then like a dot ticked on him. That's what it looked like. It was. I didn't see him fall over. You know what I mean? I usually see people fall over when they die. But maybe I'm wrong, right? Maybe I'm wrong. It looked like he left though. He did leave. That's what I thought too. Like, we have the footage. We can go back, man. We can go back and look. But it looked like he just left. Oh no. He left. Oh, rip. Rip. His BM was about to fall off. Well, I mean, if you quit, you quit, I guess. Yeah, I usually like to watch people finish the duel, whether it's a win or loss. I like to watch people watch the duel, finish the duel, but when you leave early, it's just like, I don't know, puts a bad taste in your mouth, kind of. Makes you want to roll a Warlock. Cries, it makes people cry, I believe. If anything. Makes people want to re-roll whatever class they're playing. Alright, Anto, do we have a group, or is Anto out of it? If you guys want to make other groups, man, you guys are more than welcome to, by the way. The way you do it is go group finder. Player versus player, premier group, custom PvP. Find a group if you want to find one. Top number 5. Enter. And yeah, you guys have your filters. Make sure you have all languages available in the EU. You guys, you pick your passages. Is there Russian here? There is Russian here. What if I do all? Yeah, top 5, and you'll see groups available, like Belly trying to make a group together. Or you can go start a group and make one yourself. 5v5 1v1 duels, all that good stuff. Make a group, get yourself 4 people in, so it's a 5-man group. Add me on Real ID, and we're good to go. Do throw Alex versus Main. It looked like Main said he's ready. Why do that? And then Jesus versus Belly or Anto, one of those two. One group and a horde is up for 3 people left. Awesome, awesome. One free spot in Alliance. Awesome. Jesus trying to make a group together, boys. Oh, let's go, let's go. BM fell off at the same moment. I think all those things fell off at the same time, and it wasn't actually him bailing. It's just died, I guess. It's been a while since seeing Obliv. Yo, it's been a bit, man. Where's Obliv at? Where's my boy Obliv at, dude? I miss you. I miss you, Obliv. I miss you, my dude. The mustache. What's up, Bagger? Hi, my mem. Black cutting a warrior, dude. I know, right? Well, Warlocks do have more mobility, but I'm so used to Warlocks being so slow. I'm still so used to it. It will be just being tanky, not really moving like a turret play style. But nowadays they're super mobile, dude. Especially as Night Fae, you just can just shift out, port away, big old gateway, big old personal port. Like, you just got mobility for days right now. Yeah, I've been playing it a little bit, but yeah. I want to see Survival Hunter. They're pretty good for duels. There are a lot of kite build. They're just basically dot up and run away. Except there have been some Survival Hunter last week, I think, that were all about big burst stuff. I'm gonna start playing a Feral. Anyone got some guide suggestions? Ah, Snoopy. I will look up Snoopy over on Twitch or YouTube. Snoopy is a dude I would go to for PvP guides. That'll be the first guy I'd recommend. Alex and Main. Here we go. Let's get him in here. Or if you look at PvE, I don't really know PvE, but probably looking at PvP, right? Probably, maybe. Tomorrow NA, there's a lot. There is quite a lot of people on NA tomorrow. A lot of survival. Yeah, there is quite a lot of survivals on NA, I guess, in general. Yeah, I guess so. That makes sense. Zavro's playing Affliction. Yo, we got Warlocks for days, dude. This arena is just a Warlock arena at this point, dude. What are all these Warlocks doing here? Alrighty. Switch. We got ourselves Team 1 together with Yuko. We got ourselves Washed Up as a Demo. Palagad as a Ret. We got ourselves Curdy McCat as a Necrolord Feral. And Christbat as a Destro versus Team. What? With Kiting God X. We got ourselves Kiss God. We got ourselves Athaman. We got ourselves Zavros as Affliction. We'll see how well he can do as Affliction. I really want to see Affliction do well in these duels someday. And Asuma. Lots of Warlocks on this team, boys. But there's like one of each spec. We got ourselves the Demonologies, we got ourselves the Destros, and we got ourselves the Afflictions, you know what I mean? We got ourselves a nice setup here, man. Washed Up versus Atho, hitting him with a stun immediately with a second Felguard summon. That's going to be wilding up with a second stun right after Mortal Coil to follow with a Tyrant already loaded up as Atho He's playing still the adaptation playstyle. Got a big old stun on all the spells with a Wake of Ashes. Interrupt the Tyrant, who literally walked away. The Tyrant got interrupted and literally walked away. Quite a bit of damage to Atha, though. He's going to have to go for a lot of Word of Glory spam just to maintain himself as best as possible. That was that Tyrant, dude. He just walked up, casting, interrupted. Mom! It was like that kid that gets hurt when playing with other kids. And then he takes the ball, like he takes the ball with him and he's like, I don't want to play anymore. Takes the ball with him. I don't want to play anymore. He got interrupted. He got some dirt in his eyes. He's like, I don't want to play anymore. Washed up, bailing away from the Wake of Ashes. And look how amazing that Wake of Ashes looks like, dude. That's just the animation. It looks fantastic. And with another Lego for Pally, it looks like you might be able to not move action, but get cooldown back faster if you don't stand in it. So it might be pretty nutty. Gonna be a big old stun onto Atha. Does go for a re-interrupt onto Washed Up. But Washed Up looks like he's kind of walking Athaman next to the Ashen. He kind of wants to, I think, dip his toes into Ashen if possible. Gonna be a port available for Washed Up. Wants to go for a big old gateway out of, or port out of there. And Athaman got himself quite a bit of damage to Washed Up. Looks like Atha prioritizing self-heals though. He had the holy power, but it looks like he decided to prioritize self-healing. Gonna be a Soul Rod onto Atha. Quite a bit of dot dam on him for the cooldown. And Washed Up looks like he's just gonna summon a fresh new pet. That pet is still feared. This summoned a fresh new pet, and that one is still, I guess he resummoned the pet he already had, right? He just resummoned it. But that pet came out summoned and came out feared. That's kind of funny. I was thinking maybe he was probably thinking, you know what, I'm gonna summon him. He probably won't be feared then. Stun to Atha from around the corner. The Tyrant tried to see if he could waddle over and make a play. Big old turn evil onto the Tyrant. Again, that thing just doesn't get to play the game at all. Although Athaman is taking quite a bit of damage though. The sustained damage over time is starting to stack up. Hodge to Washed Up after Athaman does go for a big old Destroyan. Going to be a big stun on all those pets. Washed Up wants to go for a port upwards if he can. Athaman tried to stay above as best as possible. Will have those big verdicts going from range. But looks like he just doesn't want to chase after Washed Up. Doesn't want to jump down and get ported on. And Athaman, as much setup as he goes for, it looks like Washed Up and his pets just keep doing damage. Like whenever Atha isn't constantly Word of Glory himself, if he just misses his health just by a little, he'll just kind of lower in health little by little, slowly but surely, dropping down. That's going to be that port. Athaman just had to force that out of him at some point. And Washed Up looks like maybe setting up for a gateway. Big old gateway just backwards, bailing out. Big old stun to Atha, trying to get more pets in there. It's going to be interesting. I think this one might come down to the dampening with Athaman healing himself as much as it does. But maybe Washed Up might be able to get a setup. Got himself a Reflect available. Atha making sure he doesn't reflect himself with a Hodge. Big old stun on all the pets with Washed Up, taking some damage. Gonna be a fear onto Atha as soon as he couldn't interrupt that stun. And I'm actually surprised Athaman got feared so many times now, but his adaptation just doesn't proc. Has it ever? Big old damage for Atha. Big old proc to Washed Up out of nowhere. Soul Rod does get interrupted. Gonna be yet another fear. DR'd. Mortal Call right after. Into shortest, probably not even fear at that point. That was super DR'd at that stage. Big old door of shadows available. Atha catches it with a slow and a big old port of his own. Tyrant is going to be available for Washed Up, so Atha better be careful of his health. He's going to use Turn Evil onto the Tyrant as soon as it walks over. Again, dude, that Tyrant is not having a good day. Look at that boy run, dude. I think actually by the time the Fear is over, he won't get a single cast under Atha. Wait, maybe one cast? One cast. One cast. One. That is just fantastic. Wow, what a pet. Gonna be Washed Up with the walls dropping down. Athaman tried to see if he can finish him without having to drop down. Washed Up might actually be in a position where he can't win, especially against Atha having that much range abilities to him. Yuka gonna be up next from another demo into the next. They're landing a stun into Atha immediately. Reflect is up. Mortal Call into Atha. Trying to see if he can hit him with a fear. And that's gonna be Decimated Bolt setup with the fear right after. Yuka might be able to get himself some big old hand go downs as well. Go and follow that into he has the conduit, the proc hand go downs for Demon Bolts. You might be able to get some decent Demon Bolts in there because those things can really get himself. I'm swapping the wrong person. I'm so sorry. Those Demon Bolts that he can throw out, especially with the Decimated Bolt setup as an Necrolord, this can give it quite a bit of value, quite a bit of burst damage in there. Burst damage you normally don't expect. Normally, like, okay, it's just going to tickle, but it's going to build lots of resources. And then it becomes, wait, that actually deals quite a bit of damage, and he has resources. It just like speeds up the sustained pressure of a demonology. Atherman trying to see if he can make some burst happen. Does he have a Wake of Ashes? He does in all the spells, but another Felguard joins to stun him with a Tyrant right after. Atherman might need to go Fear in the Tyrant. Gonna be Mortal Coil. The Tyrant actually might get a cast off into another stun, which Ather does for some bubble out of him. And Ather turned the attention onto the Tyrant for at least a second. Fleshcraft does not want to go for an interrupt, but it looks of it. Wants to save it for some later. That's gonna be Demon Bolts hitting him in the back immediately. That's gonna be a nice setup by Yuko. That Felguard that was not stunned was able to hold the fort. Reflect available for Yuko, and Ashton Hollow coming out for Atham, and this is where Yuko might have to be really careful with that Hodge onto Ashton, which is going to give Atho free damage. He does have a big Fleshcraft shield available though. It's also hard to tell just how big this Ashton is because it has a drop off. Does it have a Z-axis? It's hard to tell just how big it is. Like, what does it reach? It doesn't show up anywhere on like the grates. It's hard to tell. Maybe that's where it ends where the stairs are. Like, is Yuko taking damage from it? It doesn't look like he is. Is Atherman getting healed by it? Would see like a red puff every time he gets healed? I guess he doesn't. Maybe it has a Z-axis. Going to be a hand to go down onto Atherman, who has a Blessing of Protection. Yuko has the opportunity to do some CC through Blessing of Protection, but no stuns just yet. Slime Shield is up, keeping him alive for a little bit. Mortal Coil at the last second. Has the stun most likely with the pet. It has a Fear instead. Maybe, nope. Goes in for a Trinket off the Hodge. With a Fear, Drain Life, just trying to get himself as much healing as he can. Continuing to spam Fears into Atherman, just trying to get himself some healing. Going to be an interrupt onto Atherman. He's trying to go for a port, but Atherman actually just getting locked out on Shadow. Not the worst that could happen. Big old Demon Ball flying. Stun around the corner, which is going to put Atherman in an interrupt as well. So it does make it a little bit harder for Atherman to really play around it. And Yuka just getting aggressive. Maybe there's a difference between the Night Fae Warlock and the Necrolord Warlock, with Yuko trying to kind of get a little bit more aggressive in his play. Hand of Gul'dans are available off of that Rebuke. But Atherman, does he have anything coming up? No wings for a bit. Could maybe get himself a Seraphim. Does have a big old stun on all those pets, except for the Felguard that's beating him up in his back. And a Fear back up with that Slime, dude. That Slime shield is getting so much value. Yuko tried to get a Decimated Bolt in there, just couldn't though. Line of sight prevented him. Trying to go into a position where he doesn't have line of sight versus Atho. Decimated Bolt is going to hit Atho and do a bit of extra damage. Actually, quite a bit of extra damage. Oh my goodness, that thing actually did a little bit of slap. That's going to be Atherman trying to see if he can catch up on health. No Tyrant just yet for Yuko. Does he go for Tyrant now? It looks like he will. Maybe Hammer Justice stops him. Big damage for Atho. Stunned by the Felguard. Second Felguard is out, but no! The Gavel slams down and the Warlock does go down. With Cryspad as the only Warlock on Team 1. Will he be able to do it here? Is he going to be able to, Mem? Is he going to be able to versus Atherman? So far, 2 Demonology Warlocks, 1 Night Fae, 1 Necrolord fell. And Cryspad as a Night Fae Destro. Let's see if you can make a play here. Try to go for a Fear onto Atherman while he fears the Succubus, trying to prevent the seduction, I guess. And that's going to be Atherman aware that the Destro Warlock bolts are going to hurt a lot, so he's just going to dip under, dude. He's just going to dip under, create some line of sight. With a big old Succubus CC, Cryspad does get free damage around the corner. We are 21% dampening, so for Atho, self-healing is going to be an issue. He used Wake of Ashes how many times? Ashes. I think he used it maybe once for sure, maybe twice. So maybe he'll have a cooldown coming up very, very soon. I don't really know if he'll be able to use that against Cryspad here, since Cryspad got so much mobility under him. Look at that poor dude. Before Atherman can even get to him. Dude. That's the one thing that's him and the Demonology Warlock, those Night Fae, who had similarity. Oh, Fear pathing Atho away from Cryspad, unable to land those big casuals that Conflagrates are going to have to do for now with that extra burning power from the Infernal, but unable to get the big burst of damage in there. Turn Evil onto the Infernal. Cryspad trying to make sure he's not getting interrupted, I guess. He's like running back and forth over and over, trying to bait cooldowns out of Atho, I think. Second C comes out. That's going to be an adaptation to actually getting a proc use out of it with a Mortal Coil follow. Cryspad hits him with a Fear. Infernal does disappear. Cryspad could maybe go for a setup. Nope. Just conflags. He knows that Atho is going to get behind the pillar. He just might as well hit him with what he can. Did it hit him with that, oh, big old Destroyant? No, Cryspad goes for a last minute port. The Destroyant does go through onto that pet, and Cryspad trying to make some damage happen on the Atho. One Casbolt. That's going to be an interrupt miss by Atho. Interrupt miss. Shield of Vengeance is going to be able to soak up portion of the next one. And then the next Casbolt, you might have to bubble it. Cryspad actually kind of dropping in health. Has to get away from Atho. Atherman did not have the interrupt available for that one of those Casbolts. He actually got juked. And the Succubus needs to go for a Succubus Seduction if Cryspad wants to get any kind of breather. As Atherman got himself quite a bit of damage, there goes the Succubus Seduction. Will not have adaptation for 10 more seconds. Athman did recover a little bit of health. Could be a bubble here. Does bubble it. Let that Chaos Bolt fly from the fingertips of Kreisbad. And I think Kreis might be out of mobility at this point. Maybe potentially does have the gateway. Athman does he have the mobility to catch up some more? Fear in the other direction, but Athman does have a little bit of health. Yet another Fear coming through with those flags on top of it. But he's still okay for now, boys. He's still okay for now. Big damage coming out. Does Kreisbad have any way to stop it? Taking a blast of damage to the face. It's going to be Battle Master Trick and turn evil onto the pet. Fear trying to come out. Does actually fully DR'd. He does have adaptation in case things go bad. Kreisbad trying to go for a Soul Rod. Does he go for a big old Chaos Bolt right after? Fear should be DR'd. No, it is DR'd. Wait, it is DR'd. Wait, it's DR'd. Why is it DR'd? He would have adapted the real Fear. Cataclysm around the corner. Athman does have a trigger for it. Need himself a little bit of health. Mortal Coil running in the direction. Come flags for Kreisbad. It looks like Atho actually does go down. Super unfortunate. Man, Kreisbad and Atho just a back and forth and back and forth. That was rough, man. And awesome looking just to end the duel versus Kreisbad ASAP. Does land the Fear at no health at all. Trinket and Asuma just has him. This is where the boys are just literally playing to the very last global, dude, until they have absolutely nothing left. I was actually so close too, dude. That could have been anyone's game. Could have been anyone's game. I don't really know what else he could do. Athman had to run after these guys for so long. Pally's not the most mobile class in the game. Asuma gonna get hit with them. Big old blind setup. That's gonna be Palagod. Woo! Big damn Asuma had a Battle Master Trick at the last second. What was that? He literally could have got auto attack. He literally could have got sneezed on and he would have fallen over at low health. Oh my god, the Battle Master Trinket. Dude. The power just crit just a little more. Palagod doesn't have anything. Blessing Protection was used very, very early by the looks of it. So then Asuma could just end it. Oh my god. And Criticat is the last one left, man. Walked on top of Asuma. But didn't find him. They literally walked in each other. They know they're there. Like, they know. There's no way they don't. And Critty hanging out by the eye. He wants to get their opener. Is going to have to start in bear form. So he's going to have to get some kind of like a CC onto Asuma. Doesn't have a trinket though. So maybe Critty could maybe get a bash or something. Bash, full bleeds, full burst into Asuma. Swarm, all that. You know, maybe he'll be okay. Oh my goodness, dude. Asuma just trying to avoid the Pharaoh as best as he can. Hops into stealth. No more eye available. What is Cunning guy doing over there? What are you... Why are you teabagging the Paladin? Okay. Rude. But okay. Alright. Critty is back in bear form. Once Asuma to come out and play. It's gonna go for a Barkskin immediately. We are at 49% dampening, boys. You're not gonna get much healing out of it. Maybe the Druid might get some, but everybody else, you ain't getting any healing. Good thing Rose didn't really play with heals at all to begin with. Gonna be full dots on Asuma, and if he can somehow catch a restyle, then he'll still be golden. Critty needs to find a way to just get an auto attack on him through the box or something. He's gonna have the Ursals. That's gonna get him out. Yep. Get caught by Pixel from the Ursals. Put out in the open. Evasion is up. So Critty can't really do much here. He's gonna have a trinket for this big go, and it's a wall on top of it. Overlapping. Cloak Shot is available for Asuma if he wants to. Blind available. No more trinket for Critty. Looks like Asuma actually might have Critty in a bad spot. Has Critty had his emergency heal used yet or not? If he has not, then Critty might still be able to live this. If he has, Asuma better have himself some big crits in order to make this hit. I don't know if he used Flagellation or not. If he hasn't, then he might need to. Kidney Shot. Getting the Shadow Strikes in. There goes the emergency heal by the Druid, so he might still be okay. And Asuma wants to go for a reset. Has advantage to things really go bad. Critty needs to catch up to him immediately. He's going to be a Battle Master Trick for Asuma just to give him a little bit of extra health to work with here. But the Feral actually able to get the full go. And I think Asuma was able to dip away before the Swarm hit him. But there is full bleeds. So he's actually going to get caught out. And that's going to be a maim. The Swarm actually was on Asuma. Never mind, it was. So he was taking a full damage. That's going to be a go. Bark's going to be available for Critty. Is that going to be enough though? Asuma trying to make the damage happen. Cheap shot. Needs one more Eviscerate. Doesn't give him enough health. Doesn't give him enough damage. Bash to Asuma. Can Critty just end him with some dots? Just needs some dots and auto attack him. That's all he needs to do. Asuma try to go for Door of Shadows. If you can just keep him dotted somehow. Keep him in combat. Does catch a reset. I think with a Shadow Meld? Looks like he Shadow Melded, and the Shadow Meld does absorb a lot of the dots. Sapped out in the open. Ursals will not help you out. A Critty. Does Critty, I guess back to that question. Does Critty have the emergency heal? Slime Shield does help him. No emergency heal. That's over. Without being bear form is going to be rougher. That was an interesting duel. Wait, Asuma got 3? Wow. I guess, oh my god, Atha. I guess Atha did go behind the pillar a couple times and start spam heal himself. Oh my god. How so much they have Atha? That's just a lot of healing. Damn. Them Warlocks, dude. One of those Warlocks had to shut down the Paladin, dude. They had to, but he had to run, dude. He had to run. Maybe, I can't tell if it's a, maybe it's a Demonology thing, right? Demonologists can't do anything that's a Pala. Although both of them got really close. But Destro, man. Even closer, man. Even closer. Alrighty, boys. Let's get another going, yeah? Frost Boss in here? Yo. Got a group. Let's go, dude. Frost Boss, we'll push you up forward, man. We'll push you up against somebody who hasn't got to play. Jesus says he's ready? Okay, we can do Jesus and Frost Boss. We'll do that. I don't think Anto is out of here, so we're going to put him down. Cries is part of group, so we're going to put him over here. I think Billy's trying to make a group, so we might be able to make something happen. Not so bad as Pala. Alex, you're fine, man. You're fine, my dude. Were you the Pala or the, were you the other Pala in Athaman's group? Is that what it was? Is that what that was? I'm using the counter for 30% less fear duration, which won't proc my adaptation. So is proc and seduction though. Oh, that's crazy. I didn't realize it. I didn't realize. So you weren't running, so you're running concentration aura. You weren't running diva aura. That's interesting, actually. Like if you know you're going to be fighting against a bunch of warlocks, I guess that has value. Actually, has a lot of value. Crazy. 168. Let's go. Frost Boss and Jesus. We'll get you guys in here next. Here we go. Should be good to go, boys. What's up, Breeze ass? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one, my dude. Finish it on maybe like 10 minutes. Sounds good, my guy. We probably got somebody who did it as an LFG group. So you might have to have one of you guys swap out. We might have to re-queue it. If Frostboss and or Jesus had LFG on when I did the queue, then it bugs it out usually. What's up, Chicago? How you doing, fam? Hope you're having a good one. Preparing for summer? Let's go, dude. Let's go. What are you guys' plans for summer? What are your plans for summer? Come to Greece, Dal, eat and bathe? Yo, dude. With the pandemic going on? I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. I mean, I guess some places basically over. And other places, sheesh. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Greece sounds cool, though. The Mediterranean and whatnot. I've never been to Greece. It'd be cool, though. No? Just gone? Cool, cool, cool. Sounds good, my guy. Sounds good. No, I mean like airplanes in general. Travel on an airplane packed with other people's sardines. Bruh. What's up, Prestige? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. That's all I'm concerned about, question mark? Doesn't really sound concerned, but it's more like, I guess I shouldn't do it. You know what I mean? It's more like, I think I shouldn't do it. I guess I shouldn't. The air breaks everything. I believe you. Okay, we're gonna have to requeue Frost Boss. Jesus. Make sure you guys don't have LFG on when we queue you. I'll give you guys like, what, 30 seconds? Let's go, boys. Let's go. Gonna horde you on 5 on ones as well, Dal? Yeah, everybody hoarding lines. Doesn't really make a difference for me. Frost Boss, Jesus. Giving you guys one last reminder, bruh. We'll queue again. Let's go again, see if it works this time. We'll just have to keep doing it until it works. Uchi hide to my work immediately. Wow, okay, that's quick. What's up, Uchi hide to my man? Hope you're having a good one, my dude. We got more duels on the way with Frost Boss joining the fight, boys. What group do we got? We got Insider, we got Frost Boss in here, Yandex, Monspirit. Yo. Nastya. Whoa, that rogue name. Wait, so the shaman name is actually a beta no machina. Machina means like machine. Betono. What's betono mean? Beto no machina. Machina means car of some sort or vehicle maybe, or engine sometimes. Anything that's like a mechanical, it's moving kind of, I guess. You can have a pretty broad understanding of the name. Technically. Anyway, boys, only 4? Oh, no. We'll still play it out. Switch. Hopefully Team 2 gets the 5th, but right now we got Monsped on the other team with Nastya the Rogue. We got us as Beto the Shaman, going to be on first with Def, as well as Yandex on the other team. We're still waiting for the 5th. But we got Burning Fresh with Insider, and it's going to be first up Dizzy as a Fire Mage with a monocle? Necrolord? Is that what we're looking at? Is a Necrolord Mage? Wait a second. And we got this Frost Boss in there as well, dude. Frost Boss setting up a team. Flame Strike. Huh? Wait, what? Frostbolt into Firebolt. Well, what is he set up? Oh, we're actually doing quite a bit of damage with Pyroblast. Wait a second, Beta actually taking quite a bit of damn Flesh Cap, trying to see if he can get away. I think he's trying to see if he can get interrupted on it. Doesn't get interrupted on it. Just going for Fireballs versus Beta. What kind of a build has he got going on? Going for Frostbolts? Is it just for slows? That's an interesting build. Deathborn available? Does he have some kind of a big go here? Fireballing and Beta just continue to fireball back to back. Is he going for some sort of a setup? I'm trying to understand this. That's a Necrolord Mage. Fireballing, huh? Swapping around the Fireball onto the pad instead. He must be getting some sort of use out of it. Shimmer with a big old fire with Poly onto Beta. Trying to go for big combustion with a big old breath right after. And that's going to be Pyrus coming back to back. I think with the Necrolord, you are getting like a 15% damage buff while you have it up. So technically should be quite a lot of damn. Maybe that's what he's trying to go for. Maybe he's just trying to go for some cheesy damage out of nowhere. He is doing quite a bit of sustained damage as a Fire Mage. Normally see a Fire Mage just go for combust and then kind of bail away. But this man is continuing to just keep pumping on Beta, who is going to go for Big Ascendant's Breath available for Dizzy. It looks like Dizzy is just going to try to see if he can get some range out of him, getting a couple of those wind strikes. And Beta got himself quite a few heals. What is this? This is an interesting build. I mean, earlier we just saw him fireballing, pyroblasting, like he's PvEing the guy down. And he's doing substantial damage. He's actually making some damage happen. Waiting out in an invis by the looks of it though. Maybe trying to get himself some food. Trying to get some CDs back. Trying to go for them combust. Breath onto Beta with a poly right after. Taking down the totem. Which I think was not a grounding totem, or something else. Windfear totem maybe? It looks like Dizzy is going to go for a polymorph with a Frostbolt. Frostbolt, I guess, to slow Beta down so the mage can actually kite. Is going to go for a big old Pyro with a Rune of Power. Whoa, what is this? Interesting. Dizzy is going to go for some fireballs off of the totem. Breath onto Beta. Trying to see if you can get himself maybe a big old ring of peace. Going to be a stone for Beta. Trying to see if Beta Machine can make a big old play. Again, yet another interrupt. Flash got available for Dizzy. Still maintaining his health quite a bit. Beta does have the Maelstrom to maintain his health for now as well. But Dizzy's shields, I feel like, has not worn out at all. Like, he always has the shields as a mage, but also the Necrolord shields on top of it. Necrolord, I'm still trying to wrap my head around the Necrolord Mage. There's going to be some slows for Beta, as Dizzy is the one who's trying to control the fight. He's going to hit him with the Ring of Frost, just keeping him in the middle. Rune of Power available, just fireballing. Is he going to interrupt on Fireball? Is he trying to get interrupted on fire or something? He's just fireballing him with Frostbolts and Fireballs just kind of intermittently. He's actually doing quite a bit of damage. Look at the Pirate. He actually was able to go from like mostly full health to like 60% in like a single setup. Interesting. What is this? Big old Rune to Beta. Frostbolts are coming out. He's like trying to get interrupted with Frostbolts, I think. Beta trying to get himself a big old setup. I think he's trying to go for cooldown reduction too. He has this lightning hitting him. But Diz has still got those pyros coming out. Fire Blast walking. That's going to be Beta with the Windfear Totem trying to make a play. Got himself finally melee with Dizzy with a breath right after. That's going to be a Ring of Frost to freeze him in place. Dizzy not playing Greater Fate. Deathborn is available. Is he going to go for a big combustion? Frost bolting into a fireballing. Just fireballing him down. What is this? Into a big old combustion. Finally big damage. It's going to be that's a massive absorb for the grounding totem. Big old breath of the Beta. It looks like he survived a lot of this burst of combustion. Not playing for the purge. It's actually just playing super defensive. Okay, interesting. I think maybe Dizzy might have to just not use Deathborn ever. Or maybe not use combustion. Just gotta whittle down Beta, because Beta doesn't seem to run away as long as there's no like big old combust ready. But look at the fireballs. There's gotta be some kind of a fireball build, right? Like a stand still and cast spells. There goes the grounding. Maybe Dizzy might be able to make a play out of it. Dust of Shimmer for a little bit extra mobility. It's gonna be some frost bolts from the main images as well. slowing him down by quite a bit. Continuing to get frostbolts in. So it makes me wonder what kind of legendary is he running? Because he's frostbolting on regular. Is he playing the build where his crits are more likely to do more, are gonna do more damage build? Is that what that is? Huh. Big old rune of power available back up again. Froze beta. That's gonna be grinding totem. Stopping some of those frostbolts and fireballs. But he still keeps on chucking them out. And they do quite a bit of damage. This is the weirdest build. I do wonder what this Lego is. Can someone check Dizzy's Lego? Let me know. Maybe link Dizzy's Lego in Discord. I do want to see what kind of Lego this man is running. Because I was imagining maybe like the Necrolord Lego for mages could actually be good. Because the more enemies you hit with Fireball, the more damage your Necrolord Deathborn ability will do. Like it buffs your damage by 15%, but you can take it up to 30 if you just Fireball enough. Big old combustion available for Dizzy. Let's go to Beta. Actual trinket. I'm not really sure what he trinketed there. Pyroblast are chucking out. Beta actually getting kind of low in health. Big Thunder onto Dizzy. Doesn't have a wall available. Does he have the Maelstrom though? And does go down. Dizzy, I guess maybe we're just messing with him. He doesn't even need the Necrolord setup. Maybe just waiting until the 5-minute mark for all we know. I'm not really sure what he was trying to do. But he was getting some damage in there. He was doing stuff. Big ol' Polly onto Def. As Dizzy got himself max range to get the hell away from him. Interesting. Now this was a mage fighting against a enhancement shaman, boys. I wonder how he's gonna end up playing out against a Retribution Paladin. With a Necrolord setup. I wonder how well this is gonna work. But we'll see, boys. We'll see. Def is gonna get hit with a root immediately. Is that gonna maybe Hand of Freedom? No. Frostballs do come out, but he actually got plenty of movement. Dizzy does break out of a Hodge immediately. And actually just going for a big old kite, I guess, while the Hand of Freedom is up, is going to be able to get this fireballs for free onto Def. It's going to be a little bit more careful. Death Strike, try to see if he can walk towards the pillar. Those fireballs are actually doing quite a bit of damage, though. It's a bit of pressure. We can maybe go with a Pyroblast right after. He might be okay, too. But Dizzy got himself full images left. It's going to be a blink into a interrupt on the Holy. Trying to see if he might be able to get some damage into Def with a breath right after Ring of Frost to follow. Def is going to go for big cooldowns. He has a Judgment ready to throw. There it goes. Rune of Power, Flash Cut for Dizzy. Into Fireballs right after. And then Pyroblast right after. Damn, the Pyroblast working! That's actually doing quite a bit of damage. Look at that thing. Oh my god. Rune of Power, dude. It pumps. 40% damage here and there. He's PvEing the guy down. Invis available, so you could just maybe sneaky DK around Def. Maybe hit him with the breath when he gets nearby. Is probably going to do it. There goes the breath. Frostbolt right after. With Fireballs to follow. And Pyroblast right after. Dizzy just trying to make some damage happen all the time up right now. Def doesn't really have a way to stop the all the time. Unless he can just burn through all that health of Dizzy before all the time happens. Def might have to go for a bubble here. Kind of low on health. So the Vengeance is available. Massive Word of Glory heal, by the way. Massive Word of Glory heal. And Dizzy is just going to have to wait it out. Tank whatever buffs he can. But try to get away from the guy. Try to maybe kite him out while he has wings available. Maybe force out a Hand of Freedom out of him early. Force out all the cooldowns out of Palom. There goes the Hand of Freedom. There was a pony. He is able to do some of that. Breath into a Poly right after. Dizzy's just going very, very slow and steady here. Interesting. Interesting. Frostbolt into Firebolts right after. Death Striker trying to make some plays. And Dizzy just fireballing the guy down. It is so weird to see mages in PvP fireballing people like that. But he's doing it. You know what I mean? Like, he's just doing it. Frostbolt into fireballing. Like, he's just sitting there. Making damage happen like a turret, dude. Some kind of a weird turret build. Def so far holding on to bubble. So he is okay for now. He has a big immunity. He doesn't have a normal human racial or normal trinket. He doesn't have the human racial. Gonna be a big old Dizzy Deathbone right now. Bubble up for Death Striker immediately. And Dizzy got himself images. Walking to Death Striker, knows that he's gonna go from behind the pillar. And with the alter time available. Might be able to alter time pass to Death Striker. Making this Pyroblast function though. Actually making this Pyroblast work. Dev does go kind of low in health. There's gonna be more Fireballs for Dizzy. With shields back up and running. Flash Cut gets interrupted. So now he can actually cast all the spells into Death Striker's face. Breath on the Death Striker while the Hand of Freedom is up. Trying to see if he can maybe make more Fireballs work. He might need to slow him down though. Trying to see maybe go for Polymer. Does choose to go for a Poly. So there goes the bubble out of Death Striker. Dizzy did use a lot of cooldowns there. Dizzy 200 IQ. He's actually just makes a place here. I am very interested with what this build is. We are going for a long game though, because he did play against classes that are very, very heal heavy. To be fair, but 28% dampener, man. Interesting. Not gonna lie, I love this mage, dude. It's interesting. It's different. Maybe some new build is going to be a big old breakthrough build. Dizzy getting those fireballs from time to time. He's doing something for fireballs, dude. He must be getting those fireballs maybe for combustion. Like he's constantly farming up fireballs back to back. There's got to be a reason for it, right? Maybe he's just got to build with it. What Lego is he running? Can somebody link it? Frostboss, can you link his Lego? Like what the mage is running? Just inspect him so we can see what it is. The BM Fleshcraft. I don't think he was trying to BM it. I don't think he was trying to BM it. I think he was actually just trying to get interrupted on Fleshcraft so he had access to all these other spells. Poly onto Death Striker is going to be a Ring of Frost on top of it. So Death is going to slow himself down. It's going to be a big old combustion ready. Has a big old Chill of Vengeance popping right in front of his face. And Death might need to walk over to a pillar in order to create some line of sight if needed. Ultra time available for Dizzy, so he does have himself a defensive if Negus needs to go bad. It looks like he's going to have to use it right here. There's going to be a big old wreck available for Death, kind of lowish on health. Is going to get some Word of Glories, 34% dampening. Dizzy got himself quite a bit of range. Fireballs are flying. Does he have enough big damage? Breath onto Death Striker. Does he have the big go? Images are available, trying to make fireballs work. It just needs to get close enough to get the execute range on Death. If you can just reach him. Images on one side does get the intro with that shimmer, trying to make the scorches work. Frostbolts are slowing him down quite a bit. There's going to be Death Striker getting at least a little bit of healing with Word of Glories. Just a little bit. It didn't say Wake of Ashes. Actually has the image. He could attack that thing with Crusader Strikes. He might be alright. Another Breath by Dizzy with the Ring of Frost. Death just doesn't have anywhere to go, really. Nova. Big old Flash Cut available for Dizzy. Rune of Power. Fireballing. You're just trying to make the big fireball damage happen. Pyros. I think you might have him here. Slowly but surely, I think he will have a Death trying to turn it around, using all his holy power generated just on Word of Glories. I guess he decided, you know what? I don't think I can win this duel here. Ultra time available for Dizzy. Does ultra time to make sure there's a line of sight of Death. But it still keeps on running. First aid just to make sure, I guess, that he's full on health. And also, Dizzy does have the Flesh Scrap that does give him CC immunity. So maybe casting that to like immune a Hodge isn't that bad of an idea. Even if you do get interrupted. So maybe that's why he's casting it into his face, trying to see if he can immune a Hodge or something. And Dev just trying to get away. Dev got the bubble back up. Dizzy will have to put in a lot of work to get the bubble out of him. And then max the value. He does have him in Ring of Frost. Deathborn is available. Could go for a really big go right here. Trying to make some fireballs happen. That's going to be a bubble up immediately. Does Dizzy have ultra time? He does not have ultra time. He does have Invis though. Trying to see if he can hop it into Invis. But slow down during his full burst, dude. Look at that burning skeleton. It looks actually really, really cool. Looks like he's gonna have to wait out with Death Striker for the time being. Bubble has been used. If Dizzy can somehow just get himself some value off it, he'll be in a really good spot. Because if he can just somehow max out the damage after that, after the bubble, he actually has a chance. And Death Striker just doesn't want to walk over there, dude. He's just like, you know what? I'm gonna wait for the bubble. 3 minutes, dude. I guess he could technically, right? This map is just way too big for duels, man. It just gives certain classes like Paladins, for example, they just stay mounted. Like, you just avoid the guy completely, man. You know what I mean? Okay, cool. What time is it? Oh, okay. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Sorry, boys. I had to look my phone. I got a delivery coming in tomorrow. A big one. And I just have to make sure what time it's going to be. So I can be prepared tomorrow, man. I went and checked. Oh, he is running triple shield, isn't he? Why did I make... I'm sorry for asking you guys. I don't know which Lego is running. Because you know why I'm so used to triple shield? You know what? I'm going to take the L for that one. I asked you guys to check which Lego he's running, even though he's running triple shield. I'm so used to mages in PvP just running triple shield. I almost imagine that's just a baseline thing. I imagine that's just like... It's just a base thing. Like, all mages have triple shield. What am I talking about? Because you know what I was thinking? Maybe he's running something weird like a fireball build with a Lego. That's literally what I was thinking. Yeah, I'm gonna take the L on that one, dude. I'm gonna take the L on that one. That's a meme. It's obvious. Somebody in the comments of the video is gonna be like, what do you mean? He's running the triple shield. Do you have eyeballs? This is trying to make some burst happen here. Dev taking lots of damage though. Back to back. Shield of Vengeance. The only thing he's keeping him alive. That's gonna be a big old pyro blast coming up for Dizzy. Does have all the time as well. Oh, it looks like Dev does go down finally. Took him a little bit of time, but did come around to heading over to the Shadowlands for real. What comment is it going to be? You know what? After watching Dizzy play, he's like, you know what? I kind of like the Necrolord now. You know what? Maybe if Dizzy believes in Necrolord, so can I. You know what I mean? Monspur is going to be up next. Is a Necrolord Frost DK. I think he's playing the two-hand build. Must be. because you can't transmog the weird moves anymore. Weird mogs anymore. Because Blizzard removed the fun part. Nova by Dizzy. Looks like the Necrolord shield. Oh no, actually no, he did get rooted. Dizzy getting that poly from range. And with the Deathlord setup and with the Fireball setup that he has, he actually might be able to do plenty. Which is a Monspit. Can he? Technically, I mean, so even slower class. Like Paladins are pretty slow. Minus Hand of Freedom and Pony. But Death Knight's whole another level of slow. We are at 15 minutes into the duel, 62% dampening. It is a longer duel. But Dizzy's playing it out, man, to the end. Just fireballing, PvEing these boys down. Another poly available. Is he just waiting out for Flesh Scout? Or is he waiting out for maybe like the pet? There goes the fireballs. Actually using the fireballs onto the pet instead of the Death Knight. Is going to get the images available. Pyroblast flying out. We just got to wait it out, man. He's waiting out for something. I think he's waiting out for full burst. Maybe he's waiting out for a full Fleshcraft with the Deathborn and everything. Fleshcraft available for Monspet is going to have himself plenty of shields to work with as well. Maybe that's what Dizzy's waiting for, is maybe ways to whittle down Monspet's shield. So he doesn't have to burn to like 40k worth of shields. Maybe that's the play here. Maybe that's what he's trying to do. While the images are trying to see if they can frostbolt on Monspet here and there. Dizzy's just avoiding him like the plague. Maybe he's waiting for his own Flesh Scout at this high dampening. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. It looks like Dizzy is more set towards actually getting in combat. Try to go for Fire Blast. It's going to be AMS for the breath. And Dizzy is going to get himself a Shimmer with Alter Time available. Try to see if he can get over from Monspet. So he has a pretty good Alter Time actually to that perfect spot. So he blinked, Alter Timed, expecting the grip. That's actually kind of clever. So he blinked, then set Alter Time, expecting to get Yoink back. So then he always has an out. Like he gave himself an out. Quick thinking. Actually quick thinking. Ring of Frost, Deathborn, does he have the big go? Big ol' combust ready. Monspet trying to JMC this down into a stun into Dizzy. Dizzy blinking back towards Rune of Power. Just continue to check out Pyroblast through AMZ. That's going to be IBF and everything available. Monspet kind of low in health. Death's back coming out, so he does gain some health, but at this high dampening. I think it's more health that's necrotic rather than a lot of health that's actually gaining value. It's just burning down to the Fire Mage damage bit by bit. With the changes with 9-1 mages, I feel like this guy in the Mastery build, or Mastery does more damage inside of Combustion, would actually be super helpful for him. Maybe with the Deathborn Lego if he wants to try it. AMS available, but it's not going to be enough. Not enough. Pyroblast is still flying. Alter Time available. Monspet has some burst. Looks like it's going to be Alter Time with Dizzy taking him out. And does actually suck up his soul for a second. Yandex is up next as a Death Knight. From one DK into the next. The two-hand build of Frost DK yet again. Not playing Unholy this time. Which I actually wonder if Unholy would have been better here. It looks like Dizzy is going to be running circles, almost making us dizzy. Try to go for a big old breath onto Yandex. And there goes the summon with the extra images. Iceblock coming out for Dizzy immediately versus Yandex. I guess a 77% dampening. He doesn't want to drop below health. He wants to maintain as much health as he can because he can't really recover too much. Or he can only recover so much. Shields are back up. Does he have the Flesh Scout? Yeah, he does. I think that's what he's waiting for. Yandex threw out a Frostworm, but I don't really know if that Frostworm actually can go behind line sight like that. Like, I don't think it actually gets any value. Or if it does, it did very little damage, and those older shields absorbed all of it. Poly onto Yandex as Dizzy is going to hit him with a Ring of Frost. Does Trinket out of it. Could go for a grip if he wanted to. Dizzy just Pyroblasting him. That's going to be another Deja Vu from the Death Knight yet again, with AMZ just trying to sit in there and wait into it. Does get the grip. That's going to be Ledgeborn available. Try to heal himself as much as possible at 82% dampener. Do you really want to do that? Dizzy does get hit with a stun. Does he have a human racial for it? He does not, it looks like. But Alter Time is available. Getting interrupted on fire. Could maybe go for Frost. His is going to be back-to-back Scorches, and I think Yandex is done. With Nastya up next versus Dizzy hanging next to him. And Dizzy is at least able to get shields before they go. Getting the shot by the Rogue. It's going to be a pretty big Shadow Strike. It's going to be a full Flagellation setup. And Dizzy does not have Icebuck anymore. That's going to be big all Cauterize. Trying to see if he can breath the Rogue, and I think it's just done. Yeah. At that point, it's just over. Man, this mage actually burned through 4 people. It's a long duel of 19 minutes. But this Necrolord Fire Mage, in a massive arena, granted, okay, this is a massive arena, and the people that he played with did do a lot of line of sighting, except for the Death Knights. They can't go anywhere. But the Pally ran. The Shaman ran. It's a massive arena where if you have mobility, you're going to be able to get that line of sight no matter what. So maybe in a small arena, I wonder how that would work out. I wonder how that would go. Dizzy though, Necrolord Fire Mage. First time we've seen in these duels, just fireballing at these boys back to back. Very interesting, man. Very interesting. I like that. Disgusting? What? Oh my, come on, dude. How many times have you seen a Fire Mage Necrolord just going out and popping off? I don't think I've ever seen that, ever. Get Disney back for more games? I'm down. I'm down. I actually want to see more. Because Frostball's team only had a four man. But Disney's apparently playing for 5. Disney's 2 people in 1. That's just how much power they got. Frostboss versus Nastya. Nastya the Rogue does not want to be opening up earlier. They just have to burn through a flash scout. Frostboss having to pop. Full cooldowns ready. Evasion available for the Rogue, but that stun prevents the evasion from getting full value. Getting a couple of those big old bullets in there. Making some damage happen. Nastya looking to get the hell out of there. Maybe Shadow Meld? Looks like he decided to go against Shadow Meld. Frostboss goes for a death pact, but he gave him no healing and basically all necrotics. He gave him actually no healing, all necrotics at 94% dampening. Nastya does get himself a reset. Frostboss does have IBF, and unless he has a stun for this rogue, I don't think he has any other ways out of it. He does have IBF though, and maybe he should have Mage Foot too. If he says down for Mage Foot, he might be okay. Does drop down Death Decay. Almost clipped the rogue, dude. Almost. So close. Rogue open up with a cheap shot. Highest IBF. He's going to use IBF immediately. With a dragon thrown at the rogue. It does go for a vanish. Yeah, and now the rogue should be able to get himself a full reset. Frostboss without any... Actually, he still has the trinket. Trinket and flash scarf. So if he has a stun, the rogue does have a stun as well. Maybe Frostboss has a play. At least won't sit the stuns fully. He at least might be able to disrupt Nastya a little. Trinkets out of it. Stunners to Nastya. Trinkets out of themselves as well. Trying to make the most damage happen. Going to be blind for the rogue. I guess the rogue... Yeah, maybe the rogue was to win. I guess he could do it like that. I feel like maybe that's a lot going on, but if he wants to do it, totally can. Big old sap onto Frostboss. Just waiting them out, man. Waiting them out. 100% dampener, dude. Actually, 0 healing. Frostboss has no way out of the stun. Actually, no way to outplay this. So it's over. Nice, I guess maybe disconnected away from him for too much. Is that guy a Necrolord? Necrolord Paladin Insider. Huh. Necrolord. Interesting. Interesting. Rogue cheated. Dizzy's better. I think so. What's up, Sam? How you doing, man? How do you cheat? Feel like gaming is valid? I mean, I'm a... some arenas have bigger pillars, boys. I think it works out better for 3v3 than duels. But this is one of the ones where it's like you try to have a Call of Duty 1v1 on the biggest map possible. This is what this arena is like for 1v1s. This is the 12-round arena. I think it's just way too big. Way too big. Inside I got a bunch of fans in the chat, boys. What the... I guess he does. Nastya getting the sap onto Insider, who isn't able to get the proper opener. I guess no eyes. Maybe no eyes were available. So the rogue, I think, is just waiting out. Is he actually waiting out for every cooldown? I guess he could, right? There's nothing to really stop him. It is 100 dampener. Doesn't the game end in like 25 minutes? These guys actually, I think, have 2 minutes. If nobody wins, I guess team 2 wins. Because they have 2 people alive, while team 1 has 1 team alive. So Nastya technically has a 2-minute, less than 2 minutes now to take down the Pala. Because if the Pala isn't dead by then, team 2 technically wins. I mean, it'll be kind of like a draw, but I actually think team 2 will actually end up being victorious in a way. Nastya going for a big old sap. Pala has everything ready. I think it's good to go. I do wonder what part of Necrolord is he playing to like give him advantage here. Like, what are the reasonings? You don't see a lot of Paladin. Oh, big dow. Okay, all right. No bubble, no bob. That was a lot of damn, boys. That was a lot of damn. Rogue cheated. He went out of the spawn room when Dizzy was still fighting DK. He didn't open up on Dizzy. Like, he didn't immediately open up on him, and Dizzy was able to get a shield off, which is about the amount of prep Dizzy would have had, even if the rogue was in the center of the arena. You know, I feel like he gave him enough of a... I don't know, didn't feel like cheating at the time. The king is dead? Yo, sorry boys, the king is dead. Apparently the king is dead. He had a bunch of dudes in here. Yo, Insider is such a good guy, dude, he's the king. And, oh man, I didn't realize it was gonna end that quickly. Rest in peace, boys. Rest in peace. Burning Fresh, though, coming out with not a lot of health. No trinket available, and I think Nasi is just going to end up taking him out. 10 seconds? Is it 10 seconds until the arena's over? Burning Fresh does have a blink for it. Cloak shot. Smoke bomb available for Nasi. As full combustion is ready. Dropping down Michu just on top of himself in case the rogue is there. Oh, yeah, it did end. Who won? Does it say the winner? Draw. I guess it came down to a draw. Dizzy, though, with that 1 million damage. Nice. Yeah, dudes that were healing themselves for days. Def healed himself more than damage. Same thing for enhancement. 1 million damage on this guy. Nice. I like that mage. That mage is pretty cool, man. That mage was pretty cool. Yes, 20 seconds to win. Yeah, at that point, you just kind of want to go. Sorry that duel ended in a draw, dude. But that Necrolord mage, that was interesting. I like that one. I like that play, man. That was cool. I never see anything like that. And I wonder if it'll be maybe somewhat decent in the future with some of the other buffs they've given him. Sorry, Insider. You just didn't press bubble or bop or something. I don't know what's going on there, my guy. Rest in peace, dude. It's okay, man. You still got fans. They still love you. It's okay, King. They still love you. Took over our mains group. Sounds good. Sounds good. Doubt when you guys are ready, one of the guys can do one more. Sure, I guess you can go Belly and Atho, yeah? I guess that will be alright. This is a fail. That's not the Insider I know. Oh no. Rest in peace, Insider. A draw, not bad, I guess. Yeah, it was drawn out. It was a long duel, man. I thought it was someone else. Oh yeah, must have been someone else. No, not the real guy. That was an imposter. Was a Rogue, Covenant, and Lego. Was the Rogue, Covenant, and Lego? The Rogues is Ventier, Vet, Covenant, Lego. Probably the quit one. It's getting nerfed the next patch. I do wonder how that's going to work out. I'm actually kind of excited about that nerf. I think Rogues will have more variety of different Legos to run, which is what I want to see out of the Rogues. Let's run different Legos. Everybody's a crit Lego. Oh my god. Oh, crit Lego. There again. Oh, just run something new. Get creative. And I really like, I mean, the Rotten Lego was really interesting, right? It's part of the one shot. But I think it was kind of creative. Hey, and I kind of like the playstyle for it, like the big Shadow Strike. You have a big old go, and that Shadow Strike will hit for a lot, and lots of comp points. So, like, if you want to go for like full comp points, cheap shot, eviscerate, Shadow Strike, Symbols of Death, eviscerate, Marfrith, eviscerate. Like, that's a lot of finishers. That's back to back. That could be a lot, you know what I mean? Also, be complete stranger when sitting at 100% dampening. Also, become a complete stranger. Yeah, it's really weird, huh? Yeah, that's a long duel, man. Alrighty, Belly versus Athel. We'll get you guys in here next. Athel, man, and Belly Sarius. That was the longest duel in a long while, boys. But these duels have been pretty short. They've been within like the 10-minute mark. So that mage, did you like in Capitano? I can't tell if you liked him or not. Toxic, Dalgasm. I can't tell if you liked him or not. Unless the Toxic supposed to be like the Necrolord aspect of it. Rogue is a balanced champion. Yeah, Rogue is balanced. 100% balanced, boys. Totally balanced. Now, I actually am excited. Like, some Rogues are calling doom and gloom, sky is falling, but I'm like, yeah, I'm actually excited for the changes. I'm excited for stuff that's new. Like, maybe Rogues are going to scooter over, but I'm just excited whenever new things are added into the game. Like, new things that we don't really know if they're going to be good or not. And I think there's potential to Rogue still. That's why I feel. I don't feel doom and gloom because I feel like there's potential. BRB rolling mage. Consider Necrolord in the future. 0 more DKs from Arena Arena. Was a Frost DK? Oh, it's all good, man. It's all good. Oh, you were the Frost DK? Oh, I didn't realize. Fair enough. Hope you enjoyed that duel, man. It was a long one, but I hope you enjoyed it. Never more can't catch him with Mage and Locks. Yeah, mages I understand, but Locks, how come those guys are so mobile? Tricky buggers. Switch. We got ourselves Team Atho with M6 on that team, Athoman. We got ourselves Asimo walking first versus Orlok. On the team, we also got Kiss, and we got ourselves Zevros. And Asimo just walking over to Orlok. On this team, we got Orlok. It looks like Crom is all the way on the other side. I guess he just wants to chill in that corner instead, huh? How you doing, Orlok? I can't tell if the Rogue is going to open up on you or not, so I don't know if I can introduce everybody yet. Wait, is he playing versus the... I think I'm trying to figure out who's going first, who's going last. Looks like it is going to be Crom as the first one up. Wait, what? Infernal? Wait, what? Huh? What? We're getting a bit of confusion here. That was a little confusing. I guess Orlok wants to go first. Maybe Crom won the role and Orlok is like, no, I want to play. Oh no, now I don't want to play. Now I'm out of cooldowns, I don't want to play now. What just happened? It's either Orlok messed up or Crom just leapt in and he's not supposed to be the one dueling. Something weird happened. It looks like Crom is the one supposed to go, and Asuma is going to be able to land a kidney shot. Trinket not available for Crom now. After all that confusion. That's going to be a big old charge for Crom, though. Can't catch up to Asuma. Trying to go for a second charge right after. Does he have the Rage and Blows to keep up with Asuma? He might be able to. Just needs a Rage and Blow. Blaze to come down to get himself out of the Souls Evasion available for the Rogue. Break it out of his own Blaze Storm just to get himself more self-heals. And Asuma still holding onto Evasion right now. Got a Flagellation ready for Crom with a kidney shot right after. Shadow Strikes flowing, and that's going to be back-to-back Eviscerates with stuns in between. Crom does go for Warlock House to maintain himself just a little bit more. Big old charge to Asuma, but the blind comes through. And Asuma should be able to catch a reset. What was that, by the way, dude? That's Orc's Brain forgotten. That was Orc's Undead forgot the brain somewhere? Yeah, maybe, dude. I don't even know. Crom does go for a port. Oh, gets Asuma out with a whirlwind. Does have extra shields from the Venthyr Covenant to give himself a little bit extra value. Does go for the Ignore Pain as well to deal with some of this. First aid while the Rogue is trembling in fear. Making sure the Rogue doesn't get himself a full reset. Next, get a shot by the Rogue could be really deadly. If Crom can somehow deal with it, he'll be okay. Try to go for an interrupt on the Doorway of Shadows. If he has a charge for it, has a leap. Will not let the Rogue out of his sight. We're going to be Battle Master Chicken for the Rogue. Just needs to live long enough until the kidney shot. If only Crom had a Blaze Storm for it. If only Crom had a Blaze Storm for it. Mark for Death used for the Eviscerates. Does have a Blaze Storm, so he doesn't continue to get it CC'd. Try to stay on Asuma as best as he can. Got them slows. No more evasion for the Rogue. Got Cloak of Shadows. I don't really know if it helps to condemn or not. That's going to be Shadowy Duel. Maybe we get some CC. It looks like the Rogue does go down to Crom, landing that big old execute at the end. He just needed a moment. Fair to say, though, the Rogue probably used a lot more cooldowns at the very beginning of the duel since there was a whole Infernal and a Warlock trying to Chaos Bolt him while the Warrior was trying to ravage him, dude. So probably maybe it was like, wait, what's going on? I guess I'll pop cooldowns, maybe I'll live. Zevros having that Mortar Coil reflected back to him. Super Unforged dropping down, big old Infernal Chaos Bolt flying. Actually going to be a big old leap for Crom. Board available for Zevros. Next to Crom right now. Trying to go for Fear, has a Zerker Rage if he needs to, does Zerker Rage out of it. Does he have anything for Chaos Bolt? Does not reflect. Trying to go for Recklessness, trying to be a little reckless in his playstyle though, trying to go for more damage with a big old charge for Zevros. Reflect available at the last second. Wall available for Zevros though, is going to get a stun onto the Warrior. In that execute range though, condemns it coming through. Does he have enough damage here? Chaos Bolt trying to come out, does get interrupted, and looks like Crom survives another duel. While the happening isn't super high, Kiss is going to be up next from the Team 1. Team 2, by the way, let's take a look at these boys. Belly, we got ourselves Crom still holding strong. We got ourselves Rum Jugs. Got ourselves Unsoughable, as well as Orlok. Unsoughable, where'd you find this guy? Whoever's the leader of the group, I think it was Belly actually. Wait, Belly, where'd you find this guy, huh? You're looking behind, dude. If you just look behind you, you'll see Orlok here. What's this deal? It's either was Crom confused or Orlok confused, but Orlok was just like, I guess I'll just Chaos Bolt, even though he saw Crom fighting. So I'm kind of guessing that maybe it was Orlok doing something weird. Going to be a Hodge by the Pala. Crom picking up the ice by accident. He doesn't need any more damage taken right now. He's going to go for Dora Shadows, just bailing away from Kiss. Completely getting away from the Pala. That wasn't even full cooldowns from Kiss, was it? No, I don't think it was. Trying to see if he might be able to walk over. Reflect available for Crom, trying not to get hodged. As Kiss God is being very careful with his damage. Going to be a Blaze Storm for Crom, which does give him CC immunity. Shield of Vengeance is up for Kiss God. This is big defensive every 2 minutes. It's going to be a disarm onto the Paladin. And he wants to make sure that he's getting attacked by Crom. He wants to get beat up so that Shield of Vengeance does proc. But he can't really get it to work like that yet. Crom trying to be as careful as he can, is going to go for a condemn immediately, playing very defensive here. Does have Recklessness available, so should be able to get himself quite a bit of damage onto Kisgod. Reflect available in case a Hodge comes out. Still trying to make those condemns in a back-to-back. Every single one of those condemns actually reduce the amount of damage Kisgod has, but still with Seraphim, that is a lot to deal with. Seraphim by itself used. Wings coming out last second. Does Kisgod have the Seraphim and its setup? No, Seraphim falls off, so the Wings by themselves still quite a bit of damn, but not as big as it could be. Final wreck. Big old hammer. Big old judgment. Crom is still chilling. He's actually still alive. Blessing of Protection right after could go breaking if he wants to Shatter Throw. Is going to go for the Shatter. No, actually denied. The Condemn still go through, I think. I think it's all Shadow damage, so they do go through. So it looks like denied Shatter and Throw. Probably good for Crom, honestly. He'll need that for Bubble. Bladestorm, as Kid's got tried to see if he can get a slow on him. At least he's able to kind of sort of move, maybe get a charge around the corner. Is able to exchange condemns with those last verdicts, dude. Though I guess the final verdicts actually doing work right now, actually making work happen. Kiss is not in a great position, might have to bubble here, unless he could shake this warrior off. Going to be slow for slow right now in the Hand of Freedom available. And Crom does get the charge around the corner, still letting those condemns ring on. And Skizgod hopefully should be getting something here. Anything. Hand of Freedom is up, slows on the Crom. Might just have to go for movement with, I guess, Doorway Shadows. Get himself at least a shield, maybe mount up, potentially. Crom is still, I think, fishing for that. Oh, that's where Reflector would have been nice. Hodge has the trigger for it. Immediate disarm onto Kiss. Kiss does have some abilities that can be used even without a weapon, like that final verdict. You know what I mean? But Kiss still taking a bit of damage to himself, though. Crom taking a bit of a beating from a Seraphim Paladin. Fears him to try to get away for a second. But he's back in there immediately. He doesn't run too often, but this is the moment where he just wants to get away from Chill the Vengeance. Bubble still available for Palace, so it's still pretty big defensive. The Crom wants to break through if possible. Had a Reflect available. And Kiss now has the opportunity to hit him with a Hodge if he wants to. He's going to be blind. Actually, a more defensive blind for Kizgod, so he won't be able to get the most burst out of it. But I guess most of his burst is gone. Looks like Wings is coming up very soon. Could have saved it for Wings. Could have used it a little bit later. This is where Crom could maybe go for some damage. Wreck is available. Is going to be a big Bladestorm. Kiss super low. Bubble might need to come out. Can he somehow break the bubble? Does he have a Hodge for it? Try to go for Wings and do as much damage as he can. Crom has Reflect available in case there's a Hodge coming out. Kiss going for as much self-healing as he can. Hodge into Crom. Does he have any way out of it? No. Rallying Cry. Big old final wreck. Oh, lots of damage at the very end, though. And Kizgod does best at Paladin. It is a tough one, though. For Paladin. Paladin. That's best at Warrior. It is hard for a Warrior to beat a Paladin. But, man, that was rough. That was a rough one. Yeah, I thought he was playing really, really well. I thought he was playing really, really good. Wait, is Rum Jugs, is that next? Playing that Marksman. Oh, okay. I didn't realize he snuck around him. Charging in, has himself that, like a tainted blade of some sort. Looking like an Unholy Death Knight, honestly. It looks more like Unholy Death Knight blind as the DK eyes. Going for the disengages to run after the guy instead of running away. Got himself quite a bit of damage ready. Stun to Kizgod. Has a human racial for it. Is going to be able to get out of it. Bunch of nades getting thrown out with a kill. With a big old cheetah, as well as Master Skull to remove any of the slows. Kizgod is not in a great spot, man. He's in an execute range. Hodge on Rum Jugs does have a trigger for it. As Kizgod continues to get himself some heals. Rumjugs finds himself low with a blind. Doesn't have a trinket for it. Can Kizgod turn it around? It's going to be a turtle for Rumjugs. Get himself as much heal as he can. But staying aggressive, taking out the turtle. Maybe to get an interrupt on to Kiss. He needs to just get a setup. Flate Shot is up. Freezing Chop onto Kizgod. And I think that removes his Flate Shot completely. Super unfortunate. First aid. That's going to be Kizgod trying to get aggressive, but a grenade meets him to the face. Do you stay aggressive? Do you get defensive? And looks like the Hunter tries to see if he can leap over Kiz, but Kiz just is a Paladin. That is something you cannot forget. That is a Paladino. This guy's got a lot of damn. Belly looks like he's looking maybe at Orlok. Is it time to shine that Orlok? Oh no. I guess the rogue Orlok maybe thought, you know what? Maybe I can maybe get him out. But I guess the Paladin. Oh no, 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 no. Necrolord, Destruction Warlock. Let's see how well that works out for him. This time Warlock doesn't have the warrior also attack at the guy, so maybe he'll be okay. You know what I mean? Maybe it'll be a little different. Dropping down Infernal next to him, not on top of Kizgod actually. Going for a flash guard just to get himself a bit of a shield. Got a walking at Kizgod, eating a full Hammer of Justice. Does he go for Trinket Wall? Does not have a normal Trinket, actually displaying Relent. That's gonna be some damage from Kizgod from a distance. Try to go for a Fear. Orlok might need to go for Mortal Coil. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh. I don't even know what happened. Big old knockdown by Belly onto Kizgod, though. Shield evidence was up and rolling for the Pala. Reflect is up for Belly. Oh, it's going to be tricking out of that blind. Wait, Kizgod actually able to get away. Big old Raptors chased it out of him. The T-Rex is coming. Fear onto Kizgod. This is a big old execute and he's over. Actually lands it. Man, that was just a Pally. Drained of all cooldowns at the end there. Let's see, actually coming up in seconds, man. Literally seconds. And Atherman just backpedaling it in there, dude. Backpedaling in there versus Belly. It's an arms war. So, like, how much is an arms war going to be able to do, really? Man. I'm not sure what happened to the Warlock, honestly. Oh, okay. Is all I could say, dude. I like to give you guys some flavor text, right? When you do your duels, to really pump up the audience on the duel they're about to watch. I don't want a lot of you guys to end up being that guy that's like, oh, okay. Moving on. No, so sorry. Orlock, you'll have another chance, man. Don't worry. We got to do these duels every day, Friday and Saturday. Friday and Saturday from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. East Coast time on stream on YouTube channel. Subscribe. Hit the like button. Check out the links down below. Join membership. Do all that good stuff. I never get to call it out. Just a random time to do it in a random video. Atherman just going to be able to bong down belly. Not much you can do as an arms warrior in that kind of situation. And Atherman was not going to put up a lot of a fight, saving a lot of the cooldowns for Unstoppable. That's the man that he wants to be fighting against. That's the man that's going to be his next competitor. Also, I really don't like how your Mog just pokes through a lot of this mount. I mean, I guess it will, but what can you do, right? Man, that's a cool looking mount, though. I always wanted this mount. It's a really cool looking one. I never ended up getting it. It's like 500, half a mil, right? I could probably buy it now, honestly. I've been trying to see if we might be able to get a port onto Unstoppable. Not playing the Nadia setup with the Disorient, so you must be playing something different. Maybe the other Nadia thing with the movement speed. Never know. Going to be hand and freedom available for Atha. Breaking out of that lasso very quickly with adaptation. It looks like he actually wants to line aside Unstoppable time being. Ash and Hollow going to drop. Unstoppable will not really be able to hang out behind the pillar that much. Getting those big old lava bursts from around the corner though onto Athaman. And that's going to be a flame shock on top of it. Healing surges are available. Athaman, he just got to get himself a bit of a, I think, a reset here, doesn't he? It's a bit of a reset if possible. Needs himself some healing. It is 48% dampening, so I thought better be careful. There's gonna be a big old zaps available. Shield of Vengeance is up. Once the shield to pop next to Unstoppable, does get to do so. Tricking for Unstoppable and allows it to separate the two for a moment. No adaptation just yet. And Athlete just got slowed for ages now with Frost Shocks back to back. Unstoppable just sees one himself. Good lava burst and Earth Shock, and down he goes. Oh no. M6, it's up to you. I believe in you. I believe in you. You got this. You got this, M6. I believe in you, my man. Arms Warrior versus Unstoppable. He has no trinkets, so you at least have some advantage. Going for a big old condemns with a sharpened blade. Not letting Unstoppable get a lot of healing. Ghost Wolf is getting used pretty early. Blazer coming out to get himself out of the slows. Interrupted him on the Nature Cast. Flesh Cup coming through all the way. I don't know if Sharpened Blades can actually reduce it. Does it? I think it does, because it's an absorb like any other. Reflective available for that lava burst. Light the last to follow. Has a trigger for it. It looks like MC is just going through all his codowns. Fear Unstoppable before he gets super far away. That is wall available for the Shaman. And an Earth Shield available as well. Stun coming down. Gonna be an interrupt on the Nature Cast, but Unstoppable does have the lava burst. Shortest stun in the world. Those lava bursts are gonna go through. Unless M6 has a way to stop him. Might have to go for a parry here. Stormkeeper is going to be available unless he has a way to stop it as well. Maybe Reflective available. Does have Sharpened Blades up. And Healing Surges are going to try to get some healing in. But the Sharpened Blades is in. It actually might be able to turn it around. Trying to make a big lava burst play. Going to be Earth Elemental without wall. M6 with a lava. Lightning Lasso. Nothing he could do. That's a tough one out there, man. That's a tough one to beat. Kidscott actually getting the 3 kills. Pretty good, honestly. Pretty good. Pretty good. Dow, did you see the big heal though? Was even though I'm playing arms, I actually did not. Was that like impending victory build or something? I actually did not. The only thing I saw in the belly is a big old raptor chasing the guy. I was like, T-Rex. I literally thought of Jurassic Park as soon as I saw that. Alrighty, boys. Alrighty. What else we got, man? Are we done? Last chance. Got a voicemail? Oh, what is this? Hold on. Let me see what this voicemail is. Okay. Cool. Oh my, nothing super important for you guys to know. But thank you guys so much for coming by. I think we're gonna call it there, dude. We got duels tomorrow. Tell your friends. We're gonna try PTR duels. We're gonna try PTR duels tomorrow. Get PTR. Boys, tomorrow get PTR. Download PTR tonight. Download it as soon as you wake up in the morning. Copy your character over. Tomorrow, I want to see us try some new legendaries that have been added to the game, as well as new honor talents. I want to see new stuff. I want to see some new stuff. So tomorrow, we'll try to have some PTR duels. All right, boys? EU can join. NA can join. Everybody watching can join. Just get PTR. Do it. Only played once. Play tomorrow on PTR. Try the new honor talent that they added for LA Shamans. Try that one, man. We're gonna try to do some PTR duels tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it works out. And if we'll try it. PTR duels haven't been there. Palette changes F. New Legos, you could try those, right, Atham? You could try the new Lego for the Wake of Ashes. Or you can swap a Covenant like Necrolord and try that new change with the Necrolord one. Just for kicks. There's some changes for classes, and I want to try new changes for PTR stuff. Just try new Legos. I think tomorrow we should do a PTR duel and do whatever is new, everything that is different and new for PTR stuff. Alrighty, boys. Hope to see you guys there. Thank you guys so much for coming by. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you boys in another stream tomorrow for PTR. Alrighty, boys. Alright, peace.